Hello, everybody, and welcome to All Is Not Frost, our first live stream of the year. Woohoo! Happy New Year, everybody. Let me know if you can hear us, if volume's good, level's good, and we're gonna start the same way we always do with some introductions. Hello, my name is Reed. I will be your dungeon master for this here 3-session adventure, and I'm so excited about it. You can find me on TikTok and Hive at D&D5e, and on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr at Snail5e. And I live here, and I love it here. So that's me, and I'm gonna pass things over to Sweet. They're so cute. Oh no, I'll do it. They can't hear Sweet? Oh, okay. We'll be right back, won't we? Give us 2 seconds. Hi, we're back. Can people talk?
Hi,
Can you hear us? Can you hear our voices?
That was beautiful.
All right.
First stream of the year.
Yeah. Thank you all. We're doing it for you specifically to mark it off of your bingo cards. Sweet, if you want to just do your intro again, but we're gonna pretend we didn't hear it the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am Sweet. She, they pronouns, _ Sweet Stories at TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I am also on Hive and Tumblr, but I no idea what those handles are. Yeah, and then I was just showing y'all my little earrings, new sapphic earrings.
They're so cute.
And that was it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sweet.
Thank you.
I'm gonna pass it over to Mills.
Sup? My name's Mills. I think now we're doing a pronoun challenge. I dare you to find pronouns I won't use. Yeah. Those are my pronouns. You can find me most places at Amelia Som. I think maybe by going to links.ameliasom.com. I think I have to mess with some domain settings. So Amelia Som everywhere except for Twitter, which is Amelia_Som, because God has to humble me. Did I forget anything else?
No, that's great. That's perfect. Cool. I'm gonna let our newcomers introduce themselves. You guys have all seen Stella behind the scenes before, but this is her first time in front of the camera. Stella, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Stella Jo. You can find me on the internet in a lot of places at Stella Jo with 3 L's. That's the curse I have chosen for myself, is to have 3 L's in my name. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so if you like games like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, I just started Stray last night and having such a good time with it. So if you like to hang out and play video games, I play a lot of those over on twitch.tv/StellaJo. I'm also on Twitter, same handle, TikTok, same handle, Instagram, Stella.mp3. Don't question it. I'm very excited to play Dungeons & Dragons on this channel. I love this channel so much, and I'm very happy that I was invited to be here, and I'm very, very excited. Yay!
Thank you, Stella. And now I'm going to let our other newcomer introduce themselves, Sedona.
Hi, my name is Sedona. You might have seen me exist online via Unprepared Casters. Other than that, I don't exist that much online, but you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and TikTok at SE_DO_NA, and then throw one more on the end for Twitter. And yeah, I just kind of enjoy being with my friends and games. Thank you for having me.
Sedona may not exist online, but she does in fact exist in my heart.
Thank you.
And I have seen Sedona in person, so she's actually like a real human.
I am a real person.
She doesn't just live in the box on the internet.
That's
Most of you guys do.
Wow.
Also,
So true.
light of my life.
So true, so true. And speaking of lights of our lives, last but certainly not least, the light of my life, James.
Oh, that was really nice. Hi, everyone. I'm James. I use she, they pronouns. You can find me on TikTok at NiceOneJames and on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr at TTRPGay because I have one brand and I'll die on it. Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. I'm here all the time. This is my home. I'm just a little guy who lives in every single game and campaign that happens because no one's asked me to leave yet. So I kind of just keep staying here. And yeah, Happy New Year. Really excited to be here.
Cool, thank you. Well, we've got some announcements to get through, and then we'll get into it. In case you missed it, we launched a Patreon. Woo, 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 woo. If you want to support us without giving money to Jeff Bezos, the mere mention of his name.
So true.
I want to cough.
So true.
You can head over to patreon.com/StarlightTales. If you join our Patreon in the first month, you get access to the special Starlight Tales zine, which is full of art and writing and some really, really beautiful stuff, including a recipe that our cast and crew have pulled together, inspired by the stories that we tell here. It's really lovely. Everybody worked really, really hard on it. And I think you're going to like it if you like our stuff. Again, that's only for the first month, so you only have until the end of January to do that. We have a $3 tier, a $5 tier, and a $10 tier, and you get so much stuff, and it's a great time, and you should consider joining it if you have the extra cash. Other things, in case you missed it, we had Rose Cult Origins 7 weeks on Wednesday. It was a great stream, and James and Jess made all of us emotional, and you can catch that VOD on Twitch right now. Tomorrow, be sure to join us for Operation Shakedown, a Crow Lane small-scale tale. If you've been tired of me emotionally tormenting you and emotionally tormenting the Crow cults, come join us for like a silly, goofy time tomorrow. It's gonna be great. And we'll be back to our normally scheduled Gothic horror shenanigans next Sunday. This upcoming week on Wednesday, you can join us for the next episode of Starfarers. It's getting spicy, y'all. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be good, and you're gonna want to be there. This game is also happening next weekend. It's a 3-session game, so you can come hang out with us, the same group of people, plus someone else, next week on Saturday. Follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Starlight Tales _. You can subscribe to the YouTube. You can join our Discord to come hang with us in between the games, hang with your fellow community. People hop into the voice chat sometime and have a good time, and it makes me emotional. Am I forgetting anything? Nice. Okay. Well, without further ado, we're going to pass it over to our intro, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Is everybody ready to Dungeon some Dragons?
Ooh.
Let's
Guess so.
do it.
I could dungeon a dragon.
You could? Would you?
Yeah, I could. If you're like if you're dungeoning some dragons for the table, like I could go in on a couple.
Okay. Well, we are in the Castelian Jewel, a part of the Expanse known for glory, athleticism, innovation. And the planet that we are on, however, has a different reputation. Diamus, the final jewel in the system belonging to Gavaudan, and the furthest from the star, at the center of the system, is surrounded by these diagonal rings of silver and white. This planet is known throughout the expanse for its harsh and cold weather. 90% of this planet is unforgiving in this tundra that surrounds it. It's home to lots of wildlife and home to our party, who makes their home at the Frostlight Observatory. We are going to start. Actually, everybody, go ahead and roll me a d20.
I'm gonna use the lesbian one.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll use my gay one.
And
Yeah.
some fucking
I
nerds
gotta swap
got
it
for me
up.
for
Right.
the holidays.
Rolled my famous dice.
What do people get?
5.
17.
Great.
All right, we're gonna start with Amelia. Amelia, if
Yeah.
you could please introduce your character, what they look like, who they are, and where we might find you the morning before you're heading off on your expedition.
Yeah. My character's name is Sivya. They are an Earth Genasi. So they have kind of like partially elven, partially fucking earth elemental. They have like a pretty like grayish blue, sort of like marble kind of skin. And there are like all of their veins are very deep black that kind of look like cracks in rock almost. A completely like shaved head, so they're usually like wearing a hat. They like to like knit and crochet, or they crochet a ton, so they probably made themselves like in their spare time like a hat and like mittens and scarves, and probably done a lot of that for Kator. And I would assume probably has gotten most of their stuff packed up because they're like a little anxious, a little excited, and is just in Kator's room, just kind of sitting on the floor, or like probably like laying down on the floor, like head just staring at the ceiling while you're moving around and just getting stuff ready.
Well,
Because they're just like, they just threw the stuff in the bag, and it's like, this is probably fine. Like, I think we're good to go.
well, that is a great segue. Sedona, do you want to introduce your character? Tell us who they are, what they look like?
Yes.
Cool.
My character's name is Kator. They. He is a white urbolg, with a long white braid, with like blue streaks in it. She wears like white robes with like a hood, but like ranger robes. I kind of think of the Assassin's Creed white outfit with the leather armors and the boots, and she definitely has like a blue like knitted scarf that Civ made her, and mittens. And she is hurriedly going through her supplies, checking that she has everything she needs, double, triple checking, organizing her materials, and making sure that she's ready, and kind of just accepted that Civ is going to lay on the floor and hang out while she gets ready.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Continue the scene. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember what we're doing?
Yes.
Do you? Mm-hmm.
We're going out to, figure out what's going on.
Right.
Because
Do
of
I
the-
need things for that?
I think, you know what? I'll double check your bag and make sure you're good, and it'll be fine.
Okay. Because I was thinking, I've been thinking about getting into watercolors lately, but like the rations are taking up so much space. Do you think I could just sort of like, do you think we'll need all of this stuff? I feel like you've like packed a lot of things.
I have my weapons, and I have rations for food, and I have stuff to keep us warm, and I have components for spells, and I have.
Mhm.
I think we should be prepared. We don't know how long we're going to be out there, so. and it's cold.
Yeah.
Remember that. Watercolors might freeze.
Oh
Unfortunately.
shit. Oh shit, you're right.
You have a non-freezable art medium? Maybe like chalk or
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even so sold on the watercolors. I just kind of started crushing up some stuff into powder, and I was just hoping it would work.
Right? I don't do art stuff as much as you do.
I mean, I don't really either. I just kind of got bored. I can only knit so many things, and we all have matching mittens by now. So.
They're nice. I do like the mittens.
Yeah.
Thank
Are you sure you have everything? Do you need me to carry anything for you? You can
No,
put more stuff in
no.
my
I have. Oh, I'm okay. I can do it. I'm good. I just want to make sure you're good and you're comfortable, and we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna figure out what's going on.
Always comfortable. I love how cold and windy it is here.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I love it here. I mean, it's my home. I grew up here, so I love it. But like, isn't it? I love this.
Yeah, I love that you love the snow.
Thank you.
And with that
Should we maybe
kind of awkward energy, our camera zooms through the observatory and lands on, let's go with James.
Yeah. So I am playing.
Tell us about your character and where we can find them.
I would love to do that for you. I'm playing Ariel Somnium. Ariel uses she/they pronouns and is a tiefling whose pretty much entire vibe is gold. They are sun-coated because I am gay. Her skin is like this bright gold flecked with these shining white freckles. Their eyes, they have those kind of freaky tiefling sclera eyes. The sclera is bright gold and the pupil is white and in the shape of a star. They have this kind of wheat blonde hair in often very messy waves and curls. Today it's been half pulled up with little space buns. The rest just kind of a disaster hanging down. They have gold horns that kind of curl back a little bit. Big round tortoise shell glasses. Normally she would dress in these kind of brown and green druid/wizard robe, big cardigan, big sweater kind of thing. But today they are going outside, which is not something that they do very often. And so I imagine there's just too many layers of thick coats and scarves, almost like if you've seen A Christmas Story, that I can't put my arms down, kid. I feel like we're very close to that territory here. And I think at the moment, Ariel has a big scarf wrapped around. Eyes are wide as they look down their list. Arms are just full of star charts and star maps that they've been making over the last year in the observatory that has kind of become her office, I'd imagine, over the last year or so. And I think she is kind of talking over her shoulder to Davina.
Sweet.
Hello, yes. Davina is a satyr, and they have dark brown skin. They have this long billowing kinky yaki hair that just goes right above their lower back, and they have these horns that twist out and kind of they peel backwards a bit. Their eyes are a deep brown, kind of warm, I'd say like molasses, warm, kind of molasses kind of color. And they have, the typical satyr legs that have even darker, browner hair that kind of in the light, you can see the tinges of brown, but otherwise it looks a little bit dark. And they're in, more they haven't put on everything that they need to get outside. I think they're more so just thinking about packing and whatnot. So they have their under, they're, I guess, the what would people wear to layer up, y'all? What's underneath all those layers of furs?
Long johns?
Long johns and
underwear.
whatever it is underneath. And I think they're going through, they have their bag and they've looked at Ariel's bag and sees all probably books and things that they should not be packing inside of there. And they're emptying it out, being Ariel, you've read this book How many times? You don't need to bring this.
Yeah, but what if I need to reference it while we're out there? I mean, I don't want to be underprepared if we need to chart the cosmos, because we don't normally chart from that far out into the tundra. And I mean, it would be really it's like my whole thing, and I think it'd be really embarrassing if I wasn't prepared. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd have it just in case.
Okay. I think if I ask you what's on page 57, you would tell me every single word verbatim.
Oh, that's the movement of the lever systems, the two moving in and out of the kiss. But what if I forget under pressure?
I don't think you're going to forget. Okay, and I
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think they place their hand on their shoulder and kind of like give it a little rub, and then they realize how thick your coat is, and goes, Ariel, you're not going to be able to move.
I mean, I probably won't need to move, right? I don't really go. It's like so cold out there, and I don't really go out there, and it's not that cold in the Silver City, which is where I'm from, and so I don't want to I think it'd be kind of embarrassing. Like, what if my hands get cold and then I can't do magic because they don't move very well, and then I can't cast a spell, and then I'm just like really embarrassing. So
No, it's not going to. You're going to be fine. I will make sure to keep you warm. You're going to be with me. It's okay. Okay. Now You have 3 coats on right now.
Yeah.
What is
I'm
this?
actually like really hot at the moment because it's not cold in here.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's why you put your coat at the door, and then we walk outside.
Oh.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Let's just,
Okay.
you handle that, and I'll fix your bag.
Okay, great. They kind of like looks at you, grabs the book that you put down, and kind of just like puts it under a coat.
Incredible. Davina, while you are helping with the bag, could you go ahead and make me a perception check, please?
Oh, yeah. I dropped that dice, so I'll pick another dice.
Don't drop that dice. Don't drop that dice. Sorry.
Don't drop that dice. Don't drop that dice.
Perception, yeah?
Perception,
Okay. Oh, I got a dirty, nasty 20.
Ooh, what a good first roll.
Wow.
You can see kind of sticking out of one of the pockets of Ariel's backpack is a little note. You can't really see what it says right now, but how it's sticking out, you can see it's signed from Aries.
I think they pick it up between their fingers and go, it's, I think it's for you. Have you read it?
Thank you. I'm like halfway out of one of the coats, but my elbow is stuck in one, and I'm like, yeah, let me here. I'll hold out my free arm. Yeah,
It's okay. I can read it. I can hold it for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
What does it say?
It just says, Ariel, heading out early. See you there. Don't wear too many coats. And then a heart. Aries.
Okay. Ariel kind of squints at it and goes, why would they go out early? It's so cold out there.
I'm not sure. I don't know why would they go alone?
I love her, and she's the other half of my twin, but God, they are so weird. Okay. Yeah, that's probably
they have
fine.
a spirit for adventure, you know? They know
Yeah,
how to-
that they do. They do
Yeah.
have that.
Mhm.
And probably
I'm not
it's
so
fine
stressed.
that she's like out there and there's like all the crazy stuff happening that we're going out to confront. That's fine, right?
I'm sure they'll be safe. They know how to handle themselves.
Okay.
Right?
Cool.
Let's just be sure to get you in order, okay? I think
I'm so calm about that.
You're very calm, and I think they're like unraveling like the 3 scarves that you
Sure.
like,
And as
figuring out like which ones, you
Yes,
know.
as you're helping them get rid of the many layers, we will head over to the last member of our group. Stella, talk to us about your character and where we can find them.
So, I am playing Nessie. She is a Lightfoot halfling, coming in at a solid 310. She is a trickery cleric of... What's her god's name? Oh god. Sirmia, thank you. Who is a patron of fate and luck and the arts and all those things. She has sort of a light tan skin, freckles all over her face. She wears very tightly curled hair in these like thick, long pigtails that have bands sort of going down them, like 90s style, just like out. She is 17 years old, and her 18th birthday is next week. She's very excited about it, and she will not shut up about it. She is currently wearing her infirmary uniform, but has sort of changed it up and sewed on little embroidery patches and buttons and different things to it to sort of spice up the basic infirmary uniform, which is where she works in the observatory. And she wears around her neck on this very simple sort of twine cord, she wears a copper coin with a hole poked through it. It looks like the hole is just sort of like the edges look sort of soldered away. And so the string just goes through it and she wears that around her neck. Remind me, is this like hours before we're leaving? Or is this like...
It's like the morning of, you're leaving
morning
around
of.
like lunchtime.
Okay, sweet. Here's the thing. Nessie did not sleep last night at the observatory. She, in the morning, appears at the observatory's teleportation circle. In her arms is a pillowcase with the Diamus Lodge logo on it. It is full of little teeny tiny soaps and mints and things. And in the other hand, she is holding one of those copper mugs that you get hot toddies in. And it's like half full. And she just appears at the teleportation circle, like first thing in the morning. And I assume the first person she sees is Finn.
Yes. So Finn is the head of teleportation for the observatory. Finn has this like red blondish hair that is often like pulled back in a French braid. Has like a nice classic like fur cloak action happening here. Very warm person, like bright eyes, warm smile, and has kind of been like sitting on this stool right next to this teleportation circle in this room, like tapping their foot, like waiting for Nessie to get back. And as soon as you appear, kind of goes, "Oh, thank God. Okay. I was worried. You know, I always worry."
Are you a present?
Oh.
And I hand them the it's like a half drunk hot toddy that I like grabbed from the bar on the way out that was like left over by somebody. I just pass it over. I'm like, "Got your present. I know you like these, I think."
Thank you. I appreciate it. You really cut close this time.
It's fine. Listen, this person left one of their rooms open. The door was just open and they like hadn't come in to do like housekeeping or whatever. So I just like snuck right in, and that bed was awesome. It was so comfortable.
You slept there?
Yeah. Should I not have done that?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm back, aren't I?
You're back.
I mean, I'm here. I'm back.
You are back, and I'm so
Consider
happy
it.
to see you. Kind of like
You could
takes the
consider
mug and
this-
starts drinking it.
Yeah. You can consider this my early birthday present from you.
Oh, it's your birthday?
Next week. Well, next week. It's next week.
Oh, I
So it's my
forgot.
birthday week.
I forgot that it's your birthday week.
You did?
No, of course I didn't.
Okay, good. I've been talking about it a lot, and I'm really excited because it's my 18th birthday,
Yeah, I know.
and it's also close to the anniversary of when 2 years at the observatory. I'm really excited about it. So, do you want one of these little? I pull out one of the little like it's like a little tiny vial. I'm assuming they use like glass vials with corks.
Sure.
It's like a little hand lotion, and I hand it over. And I'm like, "Do you want one of these? It smells like lavender."
Thank you. We'll kind of put it in their pocket. You should go get packing. I think they're gonna call
Yes.
you all for like a briefing in a bit. So
Yeah, I've mostly been packed for like 2 days now, so this was just like getting the rest of my necessities.
Oh, are you bringing all of the lavender lotions with you?
Well, I was gonna.
No,
May-
it's just a genuine
maybe.
question. There's no judgment. I was just asking.
I mean, a couple.
Yeah.
It's gonna get cold. My hands are gonna get dry.
Do you want like a bigger bottle, and then you can put all of the little ones in a bigger one?
I mean, my hands are really small, so this is kind of like a normal size bottle for me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'll make it work, but I appreciate it. And I start to run off. Bye, Finn. I'll see you in a week. On my birthday, probably. Bye.
Bye, Nessie. And you leave, and the door to the teleportation room kind of closes behind you. All of you kind of in your various parts of the observatory can hear over the loudspeaker the voice of Director Indira Creighton, who says in her classic slow and gentle and relaxed tone, "Could my observatory staff members who are heading out on the expedition meet me in our briefing room in about 15 minutes? Thank you very much." And the kind of click ends. Anything anybody's doing on the way? People heading straight there? What's the vibe?
I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, I think Sylvia is taking things from Kator's like pack and putting it on their own. Like, no, I can take that. I can take. You don't.
No, I can carry it. It's okay. I can carry it.
Yeah, I know you can. I just figure like you don't. You have like your bow and you need your hands free, and I just kind of have to like whack stuff. So, if something happens, I just want you to be able to.
I guess if it's not a burden for you to carry some of my stuff, then I guess that might be.
No, I can carry all of it.
Oh, okay. All of my stuff. No, you can't. You don't have to do that. That's too much work for you. That's not that. I can't, no. I'll carry
it. No, I got it. Just take it. Just hold it. You have your important research stuff, and you're always grabbing rocks and rubbing them on things, and we need you to be able to do that while we're expeditiousing.
Okay, okay. Just let me, and Ator's gonna just do like a quick check and like check your coat and check your layers and tighten your scarf and pull your hat down a little bit more and just like kind of do like a full like okay. You'll be warm. Okay, I know you.
So warm.
I know I've been out there so many times.
Yeah,
I can.
And I've been out there a bit. It'll be great. You know everything about this
but it's fine.
It'll be great.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just if you need more layers, I have more layers in my bag. It'll be fine.
I don't like having too many layers. I need to move. That's why I don't wear armor. It just gets in the way,
I know, but I would hate it if you froze. In front of me. That would.
Is that like an actual worry, or is that like a you worry? Like, should I actually be? Am I just gonna freeze like all of a sudden?
I hope not. I've never frozen like that.
Then we're probably
maybe
fine.
it's a me fear. Maybe I'm just scared.
I'm like half rock. I don't think I can even freeze.
I never considered that. But let's not test the theory. I think let's do more layers and be safe. Let's go to the meeting.
Whatever you say, boss.
And we got it. We're good. We're all gonna not die in the snow. It's fine.
Yeah, Amelia's got a great track record with that.
50-50. Half of my grad students survive with unspeakable horror and trauma.
You guys headed that direction. Stella, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm going back to my room and dropping off my new haul in my room. But I'm bringing a couple bottles of each of the little things. I'm assuming it's like 2 little pillow mints, a hand lotion, a shampoo conditioner 2-in-1, and I don't know what's another thing that hotels have.
Like those little makeup wipes,
hand towels.
Oh yeah, like a little like packaged sanitary napkin, and I pack a little one of each of those for each of my fellow expeditioners.
Incredible. And then, are you heading to the briefing room?
Yes.
Cool. All right. And our last 2.
While we're walking, I would just like to. So Ariel has a little familiar named Luna, who is normally a cat, but I think in preparation for going outside, Ariel has turned Luna into a hawk, and so I've kind of just like popped Luna back out from that pocket dimension. And Luna is this familiar of like brass magic, almost looks like mechanical in the sense that like you can see the ways that the magic is working. This is more magic than it is animal, and I'll just kind of like pop Luna onto my shoulder and kind of like scratch a little bit. I go, I know you like being a cat. I'm sorry. It's just gonna be really cold, and I didn't want your little paws to freeze.
This
So now
kind
you
of
can
like awkwardly moving in like weird jagged ways, like clearly like trying to arch her back, but like is not able to, and so is kind of just like moving the little bird head around.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Okay.
Looks at you and kind of
Never
just goes,
been a bird before.
Yeah, Greg, you're doing so good. You're doing a great job, buddy. There you go. That's great progress. Okay, I'll look at Davina with like a. Okay,
Yeah,
this is
that's
fine.
okay. It's fine. It looks great. You look great. You both look very cute in your new outfits. Okay. Yeah.
Luna kind of like
All right.
freaks
Give
a
little
bit.
scratches. Yeah. Oh goodness. I think once they get to the door, I think Davina probably notices like Ariel's like boots. Or these like, tries to probably start tying them up a little bit for them and being like, I know you're stressed about what's going on out there, but it's going to be okay, all right? We got a good crew. Yeah, we got a good crew. We have your brain, which is important. I think that's the most important thing that we have, so.
I think Ariel kind of like flushes this like brass color a little bit, and it's like, thank you. I mean, yeah, and also like you're so cool and capable that like I'm not super worried about it because like you'll be there.
No.
So.
Thank you for that compliment. But
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned. You look a little. Are you still warm? Are you wearing too many layers? Noticing?
No,
like,
I'm good.
You
fine.
look like you're pink.
We should probably
Like-
go in there because they called us a minute ago. So
Oh, okay.
I'm great.
No, you sure? You just look very flushed. Okay.
I'm great. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Here you go. Yeah. They open the door for them to go through.
Yeah, and you all arrive very soon after the announcement. You guys, this like briefing room has like this long table made of like this really, really nice dark wood, and these chairs that are kind of made of the same, except they all have these like cushions on them that are in various shades of blue. There are notebooks and pens and pencils kind of scattered across the table for people to like pick up and put down and pick up and put down. In the back of the room, there is like a coffee maker and a hot chocolate maker, and like warm water and like some tea bags, full of like, they've got sugar and milk and marshmallows and kind of like anything that anybody would want. And then at the head of the room is like this big chair, that has Indira's name scrawled in the back of it. And you would know that Indira carved this chair herself. Indira not there yet. So you all, the five of you, are kind of in this room by yourselves.
I think
I'm making the most sugary hot chocolate. So many marshmallows. And then would I know Indira's drink of choice?
Yeah.
I'll make her whatever her drink
It's
of
an
choice
apple
is.
cinnamon tea.
Great. I make that and I put it at her chair ready for her.
Cool.
Oh, and then I pass out the gifts. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, I think Ator's going and checking everyone's supplies, making sure we're ready, and like checking on how warm everyone is dressed. And gets to Ariel, and she's like, "Oh, good. Love your layers. Good layers.
Thank you.
You're gonna be so warm. It's gonna be so good."
Thank you. I got these boots, and I'll kind of like awkwardly lift my leg up where you can see these like nice fern-lined boots that give off just a little bit of a hum of magic. They're like really warm. So
I have ones just like that. That's so cool. Oh my god, we match.
God, I love this for us. I think it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be nice and warm out there, and everything's gonna be totally fine. And I'm not worried at all because I'm gonna be nice and warm. So
everything's fine. I'm not worried.
So good.
We're good. Totally good. I'm also
So good.
totally not worried at all.
That's great. It's good that we're both not worried and totally fine.
I agree. I think it's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go check on everyone else.
Okay,
you're good. I'm not.
Meanwhile, Sivya is right next to Nessie at the little hot chocolate coffee bar, making a drink for themselves and also making tea the way Kator likes it.
Yeah, I lean over and I'm like, maybe a little chamomile calms the nerves.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one for Ariel too. They're a little tense.
Well, I have something else that'll calm the nerves too, but
Yes.
you know, you just add a little to the tea. Well, you should tell them beforehand. Like, you can ask them if they want to add a nerve comment or something that comes in. But
Maybe we
it's
save
like a
that
little
for
oil.
later.
Yeah, I don't know if it's good for like right before the briefing, but
Right,
I think
we should
like
probably
later. I have so many things.
Cool.
But yeah.
I make the tea for Ariel, and I just start handing it over. I'm like, you want a hot drink? Well, maybe you might be a little extra warm if you drink this with all your
That's fine.
layers. You look great, by the way. So prepared.
Thank you. I tried really hard, and then Davina helped me out a lot, which was great. Yeah, I love tea. I would love tea.
I hand him.
Thank you.
the-
Kind of take and just like cup it a little bit, and you can see it's very much the energy of like, I think Ariel is the kind of person who walks around with a warm mug of something usually, and so holding this, like, it's more of a comfort thing just to hold it than to actually drink it, and their shoulders kind of relax a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I also got everybody a little expedition gift. Is that a thing? Do people give people gifts? No,
Okay.
you're fine. I did this just on I had the idea and I thought it would be fun. And I pull out the little, the bottles of hand lotions. I thought, we might get, dry out there, dirty. So I figured these, which I found, might be helpful.
They have
Great,
the
thank you.
lodge's logo on them.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks.
You found
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
I just in the infirmary we have some like salves and stuff that are good, so I just threw them together.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's so convenient. Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in my pack. Take Kathor's, put it in my pack.
I think Davina leans over to Ariel and goes, "Do you like that tea?"
I actually haven't had any yet because it's just kind of nice to hold, but I kind of like crane my neck around to look at the little label. Oh yeah.
You do? Okay, great.
a good
I
one.
think they just bend down and like grab like 2 thermoses and like, okay, well, I'll pack more. It just
Oh,
goes
thank you.
to the table and just immediately starts like packing some tea for them
Thanks.
and themselves. Yeah, I got it. No worries. Don't worry about it. Yes.
While Davina has their back turned and is doing that, I'm gonna start like shuffling books around to try and get this little nice package into my pack because my bag sure is full of books, huh?
Make us make a sleight of hand
just-
check to see if
do
you
you,
can
do you need
it.
help with that?
A what?
A
Yeah,
sleight
do you
of
notice
hand
this?
check.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll let you know in 1 second if I need help with that.
Can I roll perception to see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh Jesus! I
Jesus,
rolled
what did
really
it say?
bad.
Yeah, I did.
6.
Oh, it's hard.
Okay.
It's really hard.
Mhm.
There's so many
Cool,
books
cool,
in your
cool.
bag.
So, and I imagine like the space in between the books was already filled by like star charts and like paper, which is extra hard. Yeah. After a second, I'm gonna just kind of like put it in my pocket.
Sylvia's just gonna kind of come up to you and just take the things and put them in their bag.
Oh, are you sure? I mean, I didn't want to like bother you, but I mean, if you have space, like that would be great because I have a lot of like books and stuff in here. So, are you sure you don't mind
Can I read some of them?
the books?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, they're mostly on like like stars and the movement of the cosmos and the astral sea and stuff like that. I don't know if that's like kind of up your alley, but yeah.
Oh no, I'm really good at stars.
Okay. Yeah, and it, like looks like they won the lottery. She's like, yes, I have someone to talk about the stars with. yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Anytime. Just let me know. I've got a bunch over here. So
Yeah, no, cool.
cool.
Incredible. And you can all kind of sit down and settle in. At the like 13-ish minute mark after the announcement, Director Creighton walks in. She is an older woman with kind of this like flowing silvery gray hair. She's got medium brown skin and she's adorned in gold jewelry. Got like gold spectacles with like gold glass chains and kind of fun jewels hanging from it. Lots of fun necklaces and rings. Is wearing like blue lilac lavendery robes, and holding like a clipboard and flipping through it absentmindedly as she walks in and kind of notes that you're all here already. Oh, I'm so glad you're all on time. Our expedition crews are not normally as, punctual.
Of course. We want to make sure we are prepared for the mission. We're also exchanging gifts. Apparently, there's free soap that Nessie found.
Oh, did you find
Yeah.
soap, Nessie?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah,
And
it's so nice.
I made one for you too. And I pull out my own because I definitely didn't bring one.
Make a deception check.
Okay. I should be good at these. Well, that's an 11.
Just kind of like places her hand over yours and kind of like gently nudges your hand closer to you and goes, "It's okay. You don't need to get me anything. I appreciate it."
I mean, I made you a cup of tea. I know you like that apple cinnamon tea, so
Thank you.
It's on the table there.
Appreciate
You're welcome.
And we'll kind of go, kind of almost like gliding over to sit down at her seat at the head of the table. Looks at all of you. Deep sigh. Judd isn't here yet, is he?
Hadn't heard from him.
Or, yeah, no, not yet.
None of you have seen them this morning.
No.
No, actually.
Yeah, remember what I said before about people not being punctual? Kind of like leans back in the chair a little bit and will bring the mug with her. Take a sip. Gives you a thumbs up.
Did you need somebody to go get them, or maybe they slept in?
That would be great if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I could do that.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, they head out.
Yeah.
To try and go look at them.
Make me an investigation check as you kind of wander around the observatory.
I forgot how dumb my girl is. I rolled a 19, but I got a 17 because it's -2.
Good. That is high enough. You can hear like muttering coming from the closed door of the laboratory.
Oh, I think they go ahead and they do a little knock.
Yeah,
Hello?
come in.
Oh, yes.
You
Judd?
see Judd kind of in a state of almost disarray. Got like these almost like hologramish like surveillance feeds pulled up kind of all over the room. Seems to have like fed some information from different like scrying things that have been set up around the observatory. Has like charts pulled up with data that like the charts will peak really, really high and then dip really, really low, and then peak really, really high and then dip really, really low. There's another one that just is steadily decreasing, and he's kind of like standing there, like 3 mugs that are all half empty on the table, papers all over the place, kind of just staring at this data. It's clear this person has not slept in probably more than 24 hours. And without looking over at you, he kind of goes, "Hi, what's up?"
I think when Davina comes into the room, they're just like taken aback by all of the charts and everything, and like walks in slowly while spinning around looking at all the things everywhere. And walks up and goes, hello. This is a lot of information you're working with here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to try to explain it to me?
Sure. I mean, kind of points to the one chart that's decreasing. That one's going down. It shouldn't be. It should be steady. Points to that one. And that one is both simultaneously too high and too low, and I can't decide what it wants to be, which is frustrating and sad. And I can't figure
Bad.
out why. And I don't want to send you all into the cold for who knows how long to figure it out, but I just don't know what's going on. And I hate being in the dark.
Yeah. Okay. This, if we don't go out there, we don't find out what's wrong, right?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. These, God, I wish somebody smart was here. These charts. This is for what? The cold outside?
The temperature, and numbers of like wildlife, flora, fauna.
Oh. Okay. Is there? Did you need help bringing anything back to the meeting is actually happening right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distract. It's right now, Judd.
Kind of like
You're late.
pulls up and looks at his wrist where there's no watch. Kind of pulls the sleeve back down. No, yeah. Yep, meeting, yes.
You look so tired.
It's fine. It's fine, I'm fine.
Did you sleep last night?
No.
Did you sleep the night before?
No. What is sleep, really?
A necessity. Sleep is a necessity. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We'll kind of start like pulling together papers and putting them, shoving them into like a file folder, handing them to you as he kind of like goes and just collects various things.
Yeah. They start collecting as much as they can. They'll just like hold up things like this one.
Yeah,
No?
sure.
Yes?
Yeah, might as well.
Cool.
Oh,
All
fuck
right.
it, bring it.
I'll bring it all.
And as the two of you bring as much data over as you can, we'll kind of go back into the briefing room. What's going on over there? People just sitting in silence, people chatting, people doing anything.
How long did that take?
I'd say probably like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think a sort of idle conversation while we wait for them to come back.
Yeah, Sivya, definitely after sorting the books, if you're standing, Kator is probably like leaning with their arm on your shoulder and has their head rested on their own arm and brought you the tea and said, "Tea for Tor."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Drink it.
And they're drinking an awful, like, they're like the person who brews the coffee insanely strong, like no one else really wants to ever drink it, and it's just like straight black coffee.
Yeah, but you always give it to me like this, so I'm like used to it now.
Yeah, because that's like, cause that's how I like it.
Nessie is gonna sit next to Ariel and has like a plate of just extra marshmallows that she's just like snacking on, and she leans over and says, have they ever you know
Who? Whirls around.
it's Cat Kevlar and Sophia, that was just
I don't think so. Can I? Here's the thing. I've got a wisdom of 6. Can I roll a die just to see if I pick up on this?
Yeah, you can roll an
Sweet.
insight check and take that.
Can I
minus-
also make an insight check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's actually so good, which is really funny.
Roll
Yeah, I
a
rolled a
10.
19, so it's a 17.
Nice. And what'd you
You and
get,
me,
Stella?
sweet.
I rolled a 7. So
Nice.
with my insight, it's a 13. I know how to do
Nice.
that.
Okay,
13.
Mills and Sedona, what does that get them?
A lot of confusion between the two of them.
Yeah, like honestly, you don't know what's going on, but they also
Because-
probably don't know.
Yeah, you don't know because they don't know yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's
But-
probably something, right?
Right? They're, I don't know, like Sivya's definitely like all very physically on Kator, but they haven't, as you worded it.
Yeah.
Ariel kind of like straightens her glasses and leans back and he goes, oh my god, I see it.
Right?
I don't think. Yeah, it's like I
It
mean,
feels
just
like
feels like a lot
they
of
don't-
unresolved tension.
Yeah. Like, it feels like they, I don't know, like, slept in the same dorm room too many times, and now they, like, don't know how to move on from that and make it anything else.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I've never had
That's
that
just-
experience.
I read it in a
Okay.
book one time.
Oh, that, yeah. No, that, I mean, it definitely, like feels like it would be kind of an awkward
Right?
situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're, like, pining or what, but I mean, really, I think it's so important, like, when you're friends to get things out into the air between you when there's some kind of, I don't know, like, weird tension. It's unhealthy not to, but I don't know, that's just me.
Uh-huh. As you say that, you see Nessie's, like, wheels turning like nobody ever said that to her before. She's like, yeah, that's right. She's so true.
I gotta tell you,
yeah.
when they get that. That's so weird. It's not weird. I just didn't expect it.
Where are they, by the way? I thought they were
Davina?
coming. Oh, no, sorry. I thought you said you're
Oh, Aries.
Sibling.
I should also tell Aries. Yeah, apparently
Aries.
she just like kind of went out there. Now early. I mean, they've always kind of been like the, when they were a kid, like they used to eat dirt sometimes. I don't know. It's just kind of like her thing. She likes to be out there.
I've
she just left
also
me a little
eaten
note.
dirt. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
really?
Did you know it's really, really cold out and it's dangerous to be out there by yourself?
I did. I know that. I would assume they probably know that. But
Okay.
she did leave without talking to me and kind of just left me a note. So, but I mean, they're resourceful. She's fine, probably.
Yeah.
I actually am not letting myself think about it, or I will worry a lot.
Okay. I can, if you
it's probably
want,
fine.
send her a message later if you'd like.
That would be great. Maybe if we don't like bump into her when we head out,
Yeah.
just like for good measure.
I'll hang on to
Thank
the magic for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What's the in-canon way to say spell slot?
Keep a little bit of energy right here.
Yeah, I won't wear myself out today.
Imagine if instead of doing 10 sit-ups this morning, I just did 7 so I can do 3 later.
Right.
Around this point, Davina and Judd will walk back. Judd walks in, Davina balancing several files full of paper that are so disheveled and poking out, and I'm sure Judd is dropping papers that Davina has to pick up behind them. For those watching at home, Judd is the head of research. He is a black man with dark skin and kind of short, kinky hair. He's got a very nicely taken care of stubble action going on, but it looks a little bit unkempt and a little bit patchy because clearly they have not been taking as much care to their appearance. One eye is brown and has the normal white colored sclera. The other one is fully golden, a prosthetic that helps with some extra science stuff, allows them to kind of look at things and get preliminary scans without having to waste time pulling out a thermometer and a barometer and all of the other ometers.
This is my science eye.
He's normally wearing nice black and gold outfits. Today is in his pajamas, and kind of looks, without even looking up, says in the direction of Director Creighton, sorry, I know, sorry. And Dira, just kind of taken aback by the sight of him, goes, "It's no worry. Grab some coffee, take a seat. We're late already, so no rush." And he kind of looks over at you, Davina, gives you a grateful smile, and will just kind of plop the stack of papers on the table before going to make himself a cup of coffee.
Perfect. Yeah, they put it down and they kind of look over at Sylvia and says, "They're really good at making coffee, Judd. If you'd like, Sylvia, give maybe some recipes to whatever you do in there. It's really good. I don't know. It's
I shove a coffee into Judd's hand.
Takes a sip. Okay, yeah, no, I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
good.
it's good.
It's more
Wakes you
efficient
up.
that way.
Woo, okay, all right, Director Creighton, start the meeting. And Indira kind of, okay, everybody, Well, thank you all for agreeing to join on this expedition. We really appreciate it. We don't have much information for you, which is why we're sending you out there. However, we do know the following things. Weather readings are all over the place for this region. In some areas, the weather is much colder than it's supposed to be, and in other areas, it's much warmer, and then an hour later, they'll switch. We're not entirely sure why, but this is messing with the ecosystem, messing with the things that call the tundra home in ways that we don't like and we don't appreciate. There was also, and kind of like, clicks something on the table and then kind of grabs this bit of arcane energy and throws it up on the wall. And you can see this like surveillance scrying cam feed pulled up of this like almost like an avalanche, except instead of coming from a mountain, it's like coming from the ground, right? So like it starts from the ground and then spreads very, very quickly, gaining speed and kind of rumbling and tumbling through part of the tundra. Pulls that up. This happened yesterday evening, and we're not sure what the cause of it was. Nothing like this has ever happened before. So we think that nature is awry, and we're not entirely sure why. Kind of flicks the screen away. Points at Ariel. We sent Ares out there this morning. There was an emergency distress call, so we thought that she would be best to go investigate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We've been checking in with them though, and then things seem fine.
Okay, cool. Like recently?
Yes, about 30 minutes ago.
Great. Okay, cool. And I'll kind of look over at Nessie and give just like a subtle. Really quickly, looking at this like avalanche footage, can I try to make a nature check to see if I can figure out whatever this might be?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Even just in the realm of what it might be. I have expertise in that, so fingers crossed. Oh, baby, that's a natural 20 for a total of 31.
Ooh,
wow. Oh my god.
Oh
So
my
sexy.
God.
Here's
This
what
is the peak.
you
It's disgusting.
get, okay? Number one, it starts from like under the ground, which is kind of strange. Not something you've ever seen before, but what you can also see is this kind of flash of this like bright blue that stands out across the white that's kind of underneath it, and it's something that's moving very, very quickly, and the snow and the wind and this kind of like, I'll call it like a floor avalanche, a ground avalanche. This ground avalanche seems to be following this like flash of blue as it moves.
Can I tell, does it look like, when you say flash of blue, like magic light flash, or like a quick movement of like something
A quick
physical?
movement of something physical.
Gotcha. Okay. I think Ariel has been like listening to the director, and then their eyes kind of move back and go, wait, can you back that up? What was that?
You
like-
watch as they kind of like flick back and then pause and then like zoom in.
Yeah, like the blue?
Oh yeah, there's definitely something blue.
That's weird, right? Like it feels like whatever is going on with the snow is following that.
I don't know what that is.
Weird.
Kind of looks over at Judd. Judd half falling asleep in his chair. What?
Drink more of the coffee.
Okay. Takes another sip.
I passed the marshmallow plate over to him.
I'll pop a couple in my mouth.
Shot chaser.
Kind of looks, Director Indira looks over at you, Ariel, and gives you a warm smile and goes, and that is why these are the people we asked to go on this expedition. Great job, Ariel.
Ariel like sits up straighter.
Get a thumbs up from
Got a
Sophia.
gold star.
Star.
Unfortunately, that is all of the information that we have at our disposal. We have more direct readings from Judd when he is not asleep. If there are any questions, I will do my best to answer them now. Yes.
I just wanted to add something, if that's okay.
Please, Cathor, go.
From my last solo expedition last week when I went out alone, I noticed also animals their migration patterns are changing, and that they all seem very anxious. They're jumpier, they're not greeting me the same way. It's very they seem distressed, and also some of my spots that I like to go to and have my places that I are being covered in snow, like far more snow than there should be, and I can't access them. So that's what I've noticed being out. My own. I'm British now, I guess. I
love it.
You're loud.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll probably change next episode, so don't worry.
Switch it
I'm
up
pretty
every
sure I
episode.
started British and lost it
Yeah.
instantly. So
I think we just
Mhm.
flipped
Honestly,
and
I'm
like-
gonna workshop it over the break, and then I'll come back
There you
with
go.
a new one. 'Cause I don't really have one
love
right
it.
now, so yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. That's great information. Have any of my more druidically inclined people taken to speak with animals today?
Oh, I can.
That's such a good question.
I'm not a druid, but I can do that.
Oh, well, druidic magic, it blesses many of us. Gives you a smile.
Let me check. I
I have a question, not
beast
in.
bond.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I have beast bond, but I don't have speak with animals.
I was just gonna ask if we've had anybody in the infirmary lately that's been like sort of out of the ordinary.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I feel like would the
Great
infirmary
question.
take in like animals that they see are
Or having like an anxious
in distress
time?
or like
Yeah.
I
I'm not.
would.
I mean, or just in
100
general, like if there's like vet. Do I have vet training?
Yeah, I think you have vet training for
I
sure.
think
Okay.
Kator would 100% bring injured animals back.
Yeah.
you.
But I think maybe
Yeah.
you've gotten a couple of like really, really anxious like baby foxes who you've had to like put a warm blanket on and like tell that it's all gonna be okay. They haven't.
Do we have any of them in the infirmary right now? Because we could go talk to
Probably,
one of them.
Sure, yeah. We can say yeah.
So I'll bring that. I'll say we actually have a snow fox that Cather brought in the other day, and they're still hanging out in the infirmary. So if we wanted to go talk to them, we could do that before we leave.
Oh,
Great.
that sounds nice. I also have my pet. Maybe I have a pet Foxy outside. You guys know Foxy. I can bring them in. Maybe make them feel a bit more comfortable. They can play.
I think that's a great
Make them feel
idea.
comfortable. Mhm.
I think I can like find a magic horse. Is that
Maybe not on this expedition, but keep that one. Keep that one
okay?
in the
Just
back of your
it's
brain.
the only animal thing that I got.
It's okay.
So
You are not here for animal reasons, my friend, but
yeah.
I do appreciate that. Any other questions?
How far away was that avalanche? Do we know like where exactly it was in
Oh,
relation to us?
It seems like it might take you a day and a half or so to get there.
Okay.
Also, when did that avalanche
Last night.
happen? Oh, okay.
Yes. Other questions?
Can I get some? Can I just look through the, like meteorology is more in Sivia's wheelhouse. Can they just like look through the readings and all
like
of the data and the reports?
temperature, like the weather readings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's so disorganized and disheveled, go ahead and just make me an investigation check with advantage to kind of look through and get the right information.
Investigation. with
Vector, a
advantage.
question.
Yeah.
Which direction were you thinking of sending us? Or is that something that we buy?
We want you to go check on this area specifically where this avalanche occurred. But beyond that, we have a couple different sectors where the temperature is fluctuating with much more intensity than others. So
Right.
I've got those coordinates as well for you all. What's that investigation check, Amelia?
16.
16. Yeah, easy enough. You kind of find weird things like a grocery list in there, but you eventually end up getting to the temperature readings. Yeah, it seems like they are, again, like I mentioned, fluctuating wildly and without rhyme or reason, right? It's not like 1 hour and then an hour later and then an hour later. It seems
there's like no pattern.
With weird intervals, and it's not like it's reaching the same high or the same low every time. It seems to be very erratic.
Oh yeah, I think I'll probably can we like take this, or do you want to keep this here, or should I like copy it down?
I have copies, you're fine.
Cool. I'm gonna take that, add it to my growing list of shit that's in my pack. And also like make a note of like other things that aren't just temperature, like just trying to get a baseline of other things to pay attention to and read out while we're out there. Like understanding I'm not going to find the information now, but I want to be really familiar with this information. So as we're moving forward, I can like see. Sure.
There's also
I've connected the dots.
You didn't connect shit. I've connected.
I've connected them.
You can also get like precipitation charts about like how much snow has been falling. Other sciencey stuff.
Yeah, clouds, shapes, cumulostratus,
cumulonimbus,
cumulus,
air
stratocirrus.
Yeah, you know, all that.
Elevations.
Anything else?
Probability. Bunsen burner.
Okay, well,
just from my understanding, we go there, we see the avalanche, inspect and come back. That's what you want?
If there is something out there that is...
We're gonna kill the ice serpent.
Yeah, the goal
There's a serpent!
We don't know.
Oh.
The goal
Giving me serpent
is
vibes.
to find the source of whatever this chaos is and eliminate it in whatever way it is safest and best. We trust your judgment. I will be sending Nessie here with a couple of extra sending scrolls. So you are free to contact us with any questions, and we will be sure to keep in close contact with you as well.
Just like fist bump under the table. I'm like, yes.
And you know, Nessie, this is because you are the senior member of the team.
I mean, she just fully does not consider herself the senior member of the team, by the way, and knows that it's factual that she's been here the longest, but she also really looks up to like her fellow teammates, so does not feel it.
Zivia exclusively calls you boss.
That's awesome. That whips.
Anything else I can do for you all?
If you sent Aries out earlier, is there a place that they know to meet us, or just when we get there?
We've sent them with a couple of sending scrolls as well, so she should be getting in contact with you once they know that you're out there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, kind of smiles over at Nessie. Please feel free to visit the infirmary before you all head out. And when you're ready to go, just give me a page and I'll meet you at the front door to see you all out. Thank you again for agreeing to this, for taking this with such care. We appreciate it, and our world thanks you. Okay.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be so fun.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That was... Oh, I kind of like that. And Director Creighton will kind of gather her things and start heading back to her office to wait for you guys to be ready to go.
Could Davina go find like a door anywhere and try to call their companion?
Yeah, you see Foxy kind of bounding your way over to you.
Yeah, they like whistle them over and bend down and give them a bunch of scratches and say, okay, I know you prefer it outside, but you want to come in?
She kind of like nuzzles your leg a little bit. sighs, and then we'll like start heading in.
Yeah. They give him like little snacks on the way. Okay, getting back to the group. I have my little friend there, so we can go to the infirmary, see what's going on with the fox that you have, Nessie.
Sounds good.
Foxy kind of looks around at all of you, just like eyes open and bright.
I'm immediately like,
and kind of like immediately runs in your direction.
the pickup Foxy. Hello, my sweet friend. Oh, it's been so long.
Nuzzles you.
You ready for another trip?
I almost said tail wag. This is not a dog. This is a cat.
A squirmy little
Squirmy little cat. At the sound of another trip, kind of like swats at your face a little bit.
Guess what? This time we're all going together. Aren't you excited?
Nuzzles against you.
Yes, me too. Okay.
Yeah, and you guys can all head over to the infirmary. You when you enter, you can see Pippa. Pippa Moonport uses they them pronouns. Is the head of medicine. Is a dryad. So hair that kind of starts brown and then kind of moves into like sticks and twigs. And their like palish purplish skin is covered in like white lichen, and has like these giant glowing kind of bug eyes. Looks up. Hi.
As we walk into the infirmary, I sort of rush in a little ahead of everybody, and I go over to Pippa and I say, "Hi, Pippa," and then I lean in and whisper, "You helped me make soap last night." and then I wait for everybody else to come in.
Did you all like the soap?
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yes, I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure I will.
We're
like
excited. We're excited.
use
They
it.
smell so nice.
We worked very hard on it, so I'm glad that you liked it.
Wow, I love the labeling job you did too.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
Yes. Kind of looks
We
over at
wanted to
Nessie.
talk. We wanted to talk to the fox that we found the other day here really quick.
Sure, yes, absolutely. Please follow me. And kind of like moves over to they don't move, but moves over to like the little like cubicle-esque thing that's behind them and opens the door, and you see kind of like curled up on a pile of blankets and like magical heating packs. It's just like this tiny little baby Arctic fox who's sleeping.
Baby.
So cute.
I have Foxy try to like wake up the fox and try to like get it to feel a bit more comfortable, since Foxy is a mother themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a mother.
Foxy walks over kind of very gingerly and kind of like gently boops the little Arctic fox on the nose, whose eyes kind of blink open, looking up, and seems immediately excited to see another fox, and kind of like looks up at Foxy, who looks down and just opens her mouth and like picks up the little Arctic fox and then kind of tosses it up in the air, and you watch as like for a second its eyes grow wild, and then it lands on Foxy's back, and Foxy walks over in the direction of you guys.
I think
I give chinny scratches to the little guy. I gotta.
if I could do bee spawn, like I think Davina like goes and like tries to see if they're comfortable with them touching them first, and then
Sure.
try to do bee spawn.
Yeah. You kind of like reach your hand out very slowly, and you watch as the little Arctic fox also reaches its hand out in your direction.
Oh.
This little paw.
They touch. Yeah, they touch, and they do a little bee spawn. And I think what Davina tries to communicate is that we're friends, that we're all friendly, and just concerned for them.
You get a feeling back of warmth and appreciation. and also just so much excitement.
I think Davina smiles at that and kind of like turns their cheek out and goes, "They're excited to be here, I guess. But sure, happy to have friends, probably."
Starts playing with Foxy's ears.
Oops. Very lovely.
Why was this fox brought in?
Oh, it was separated from its family. It was alone, and it was very, very scared. It couldn't keep itself warm, so I thought that I could bring it in, and we could, maybe until I could go out again and find its family.
Yeah. That's very similar to how I met Foxy here. It was a cold night, and had babies of their own, so it's, I'm glad that Foxy was here to be able to help us with this. I don't have talk with animals. Does anybody else have any talk with animals or something like that that could help us here?
I can do it once per, or I rest. But yeah, I could try.
What is this? I mean, so from my understanding, were we trying to get information from this little fox?
I thought that was the goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, please, if you could.
Sure. Okay. So Ator can scoop the little baby fox up.
Kind of like
hold it.
has been like dozing off a little bit, playing with Foxy, and kind of like as you pick up, kind of attention is drawn back to you.
She's going to cast Speak with Animals, and she's gonna kind of rub the baby fox on the top of the head between the ears, and you see like little blue white sparkles kind of descend. And I don't know if we can have a full conversation.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, we can have a full conversation. So I'm gonna say hello, hi, my name is Kator. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I wanted to know if you remember any scary things out in the woods. If you remember anything that felt bad to you while you were gone while you were out there before I found you.
There's a lot of scary things happening out there.
I know, I'm so sorry. We're trying to fix it. If you can remember anything that maybe will help us figure out what's going on.
There was like this like big blue guy, with a lot of paws. It has so many paws, and the mouth was like this.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. Yeah. I'm so sorry. You remember where the big blue guy with scary mouth is? Or what part of the woods you saw him?
In the snowy part.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You near the mountain? Or maybe the frozen lake? Or perhaps
It was snowy.
the village?
I don't remember, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I don't need to ask you any more questions.
Okay.
You want to play with Foxy more?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set down the baby and release my spell, and I'll relay the information group.
Well, the good news is that now we know what the fox says.
I'm so sorry, actually. I have to go right now.
Done. Thank you so much.
I think Ariel, who's been like an extra 2 steps back from the group this whole time, because man, she sure doesn't know how to interact with animals for a druid, huh? Is back. Sorry, did you say a lot of paws? Like a lot of them?
Like a lot of paws and a big scary raw mouth. Yes. And something in blue?
Mouth is run of the mill, but a lot of the paws, that does kind of throw me off a little.
Okay, so
Yes,
maybe instead of a serpent, it's like a centipede.
Oh, I hate that. Thank you so
But
much.
like big.
Well, I just see if I love your thoughts and your brain, but reptiles in the cold don't normally mix in my experience.
there's magic everywhere, all of
That's
the time.
true. You're right. You know what? It's
But like no,
probably
but like you're the professional. If you say it's not a serpent with legs, then it might not. It's probably not.
No, it could be. I didn't mean to shoot you down. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh no. I was just throwing things out there. I don't want to like dismiss your knowledge and your experience in the field.
While they're arguing, can I make it like a nature check about it and see
Yeah,
if it sounds familiar? Or any kind of
Like a
whatever
history
kind of
check.
check.
Sure. Yeah, you tell me what type of check you want to make. Nature sounds good.
Well, nature does sound good. I do have +0 to nature, so. But I mean, that probably is the one that fits the
Yeah,
best.
go for it.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. Haven't rolled over a 10 yet, so.
You got
We'll
it.
see.
You can do it.
I believe in you so hard.
Well, that's really nice of you guys. I did roll a 7.
Okay, I'm gonna believe in you a little less next time, but
That's
Yeah,
no,
it was too much. It was too much. My dice got
pressure.
nervous.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
weird. Sure is weird, huh?
It really is weird.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, awesome. Well, I tried.
Can I make an Arcana check just to see if anything sounds like, if any part of that sounds like a magical thing I have read about? I'm guessing probably not, but. What's my thing? That is a 17.
17. Yeah, I mean, you read about magical creatures every now and then. You know that the stronger the creature is, like, the greater the impact they have on the environment around them.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems like it rings a bell. But, like, the blue and the lots of paws and the mouth that goes, rah, not really anything in particular.
Okay. Well, whatever it is, I mean, we should probably be prepared. It might be, like, magical somehow. Like, conjured or, maybe can do a little magic just, because the weather's been so weird.
yeah, it's probably like cursed.
Oh, I hope not.
And then there's a bunch of there's avalanches and storms wherever it goes. Because there's like a cursed thorn inside of it. And then we have to we fight it, but then it turns out it's just a mom and it's protecting its babies, and we just have to empathize with it with the power of love.
Frantically
And then
rewriting my plans for the other sessions.
and then we take out the thorn and it's fine again.
Is this something that happened to you? Like, did you do this?
Oh no, I read a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It just happened in one of the stories. Things like that are always happening in the stories. Or it's a manifestation of something else, and there's something else that's causing all of the animals to be bad, and they're acting mean, and we have to go and deactivate that. Or maybe it's just like that, and you just have to kill the monster, and then everything goes back to normal, or we kill the monster, and then everything gets so much worse.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was an option.
Anything's an option. And then, usually people fall in love, and then you lose someone, or we find someone out in the forest who's been forever changed. And
We're not
and then they're cursed, and they're under the thralls of the of course not. And then they're under the thrall of the monster, and you have to free them or fight them, or you have to fight them because they're not the person they were, because you don't know how to save them, and it's heartbreaking because it's someone you love, and all it is the hollow corpse of them reanimated by some ancient evil.
Okay.
Pippa kind of eyes wide looks at you. Wow.
Or we kill it and it reverse. Right? That's option 2.
Hope it's that one.
Yeah. I like your story though. It's a little.
I read a lot of stories about crazy things that. Well, admittedly, a lot of them were fiction, but I wanted to have a lot of good stories that matched this planet for when we were coming here. So I would.
You would be prepared.
I like stories.
Wow. That's I like the one about the. What did you say? You said romance quite a couple of times in there.
I mean, a lot of fiction story. Well, also some of them were just straight up smut. So
What's that?
yeah, well, there's people screwing each other. There's people screwing the monster. It's like books about people having sex with each other.
Oh, okay.
But then it's also, the thing is, the sex is never about the sex, but everything that isn't the sex is about sex,
I can't say I do know, but I believe you.
Okay, yeah, we got a lot to talk about around the campfires. Am I the only one who reads? Oh my god.
No,
I mean, I read
stories
like
too.
factual stuff.
You got room for both.
I read real stuff.
I think Davina has like helped like this little fox made like a little den for it. Just like put blankets on top of a little box or whatnot, so it has like a nice little den. Put a little make sure the heating pad is in there. And it's turned and said, okay, so we've got our information. Are we going back to we have to go check in, right, before we leave?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Real quick before we leave the infirmary, am I able to take a couple of supplies from the infirmary for this trip in the form of a few potions for everybody if we have them available to us?
You can.
Some little snacks.
Go ahead and roll me a d10.
A D10. Okay. I'm gonna roll this one. That's only a 3. Oh my god, I can't do this. All of these dice are bad.
So you can take 3 regular potions of healing and then 3 greater potions of healing.
Okay, I will do that.
Hell yeah.
And then we'll pass them out. Would I know which one of y'all's is more squishy than the others?
I'm pretty squishy.
Cool, then I will give you one of the...
Medium squishy.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I trust me, I know. I'll definitely give Ariel one of the greater ones.
Thank you.
I'll have to pass out. Ariel, Davina, and Cather can have the greater ones. I'll give Sivia one of the regular ones.
Regular?
I'll keep the last 2, and I'll have the last one for Ares when we meet up. Oh my gosh, so my roll worked out so well, we each get a little healing potion.
It's you rolled a 3 and I rolled a 3, so
Nice.
it's perfect. All right, anything else you guys want to do before you meet up with the director?
I gotta grab my mace from my room. It's really big. I didn't want to bring it to the meeting. It's really heavy. So.
Sylvia looks at you
Are we
as
all
their
getting
mace and a morning star strapped on them.
I'm so little is the thing.
Do you need me to carry it for you?
No, I'm very strong and I'm capable.
Oh, I didn't mean that you weren't capable. I was just
I know.
offering.
I'm practicing affirmations.
Oh, sick. Love that.
Yeah, you're
You
carrying
are
a lot,
strong and
Sylvia, no?
capable.
Thank you.
You're carrying a lot, no? You have a lot of books and a lot of other stuff that I don't think is all yours in your bag, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay with you? You sure you can?
Yeah. Do you need me to carry something?
No. I got what I can carry.
Okay.
Bag's pretty empty. I was just checking on you if you got it all.
Oh, I got this.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You got this. We got this. Guys, we got this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Nessie, you could go grab your mace from your room
Great.
and meet everybody up at the front. Director Indira has 4 sending scrolls for you, Nessie, which you can add to your inventory. And kind of with like a light bomber jacket on, knowing that the doors are going to open soon, looks at you all. Well, thank you again. And we will see you back here when you return.
We will report when we find the lunch spot.
Please do.
Or
Thank
check in.
you.
All right, team.
Okay.
I guess we're going outside.
And Director Creighton kind of presses this like big red button on the side of these like doors, and almost like a mouth opening up, these like 2 giant metal like the plates start moving, and you hear kind of like the buzz of machinery as it moves, and you can see out in front of you the giant white tundra. And as your group steps forward, the doors begin to whir shut behind you. And that is where we are going to take our break. We will be back in about 10-ish minutes. Don't change that Twitch channel, because if you do, you'll miss the rest of it.
Don't touch that remote.
Don't do it, or we'll be sad, and we'll
change that Twitch channel.
Don't change that Twitch channel. Okay, we will be back in like 10-ish minutes. We'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream that you've been watching because you didn't change that Twitch channel or touch that remote. Incredible. I hope that your break was good, that you got some water and a snack, and you got to use the bathroom and all of the break things that you needed to do. Let's jump back into it, shall we? You are heading into the vast tundra. The area right surrounding the observatory is mostly just like flat Arctic plains. So kind of as far as the eye can see right now is flat and full of a fresh layer of snow. The wind is cold, the air is cold, and you are all able to set off on your adventure. What do people want to do?
I would love to, just out of an abundance of caution, go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself because it lasts 8 hours.
Sure, you can absolutely do that.
Or I forgot.
smart.
Thank you.
Oh my god, what if I also cast Mage Armor on myself?
Oh my
That
God.
can't hurt.
I don't have anything to do off the bat. I think I want to get further in and start looking around.
Sure. Sounds like a plan. Anything else anybody wants to do kind of as you're initially setting out?
Can I send Luna up, like above us into the sky and just kind of have her keep an
Circling?
eye out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do that. Luna kind of like, it takes her a second to remember how to fly. And
Sure.
kind of like heads up and then falls down, and then heads up and then falls down a little bit before just like digging the talons into the ground and like very determinedly looks up at the sky and starts flying, and then is able to get up there.
You're doing a great job.
Cool. Anything else people want to do before you start?
When Luna is sent as well, can I just send Foxy to just try to trail behind Luna on the ground just to be sure that as it's flying, they don't, yeah.
Air and land covered. All right, y'all start walking. Who is leading the way? Okay, and
Me.
what is the goal for your destination? Is it the ground avalanche? Is it one of the areas that's fluctuating? Like, where are you heading first?
If the team agrees, I think starting with the ground avalanche, since that was the most recent incident that occurred.
Cool. Okay, so go ahead then and make me a survival check to stay on the right path.
Do that.
Can I help?
Yeah, make it with advantage.
Can I give guidance as well?
Yes, make it with advantage and add +4.
Okay, well,
Is it
with
D4?
advantage.
A D4, yes.
I-
Thank you.
Okay, so my advantage gave me a 17, plus 9 is 26, plus 4 is 30.
Plus 9?
It's survival?
Plus
Yeah.
9? Good grief.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. You.
They're like so good at this. Oh my
There's
Staying on the
no
damn
one
path.
else who should be leading this expedition. You know this area, especially the area immediately surrounding the observatory, so well that the second you got those coordinates, you knew exactly the direction to head in, and you feel confident and determined that you're heading on the right path. As you all are traveling, could somebody else roll me a d8?
God. I'll do it.
Do it.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
boop. 4.
A 4. Incredible. You start walking. You're walking for like maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, kind of idly chattering with each other. And off in the distance, you can see kind of at the edge of your vision, just like this towering silhouette kind of lumbering through the tundra.
Any noise being made by this lumbering figure?
Big footsteps, dragging like a great axe.
Ugh.
Oh.
Does that look? Is that a friend? Is that a foe? Anyone? What is that?
Yeah,
Can-
DM, would I have seen this?
People have been out here before
Yeah.
would know that they're frost giants who inhabit the tundra. This is one of those.
And they're generally like we're chill with them.
They're chill and cool and they're friendly.
If you don't go up and like hit them with an axe, they're not gonna hit you with an axe. That's kind of like the way giants go.
Are we buds? Do we know Rabbit by any
Otter-
chance know this
Otter
one?
Even, Sedona.
Even.
Yeah. This is Kratos. This is Kratos the frost giant.
I'll just be like, oh, hi, Kratos. I'll just say to the group, oh, that's my friend. That's Kratos. It's totally cool. Oh.
Okay.
Wave.
Kind of like you watch as this giant arm comes and reaches as he's like squinting off in that direction, and you hear just kind of this like loud billowing voice. Cator, is that you?
Kratos, it's me.
Hi. What are you doing out here?
Looking for bad things in the woods.
Oh, I'm gonna go over there so I can stop yelling. Okay, I'm coming over. Okay, yeah, I just wanted like consent before I started walking over to your group. Okay, I'll be over there in a couple minutes. And starts lumbering over in your direction.
I think Davina kind of leans over to Cathor, who's probably like gone out with them quite a bit and been like, "You never introduced me. I don't know this person."
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't go out as much. I mean,
I do. I'm outside all the time. I'm all the way over there typically. I don't come to this.
I know, and I usually
But-
go that way, so I guess we don't really go out together.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
introduce you when he comes over. He's really nice.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, okay, good.
I feel like you
Yeah,
didn't
you'll
say
like
he was
it.
this tall.
No, but I thought in giant.
Well, it's just like a
Eyes.
lot. I know, but it was just even bigger than I was like expecting.
How tall are we looking? How
Like,
tall is
30 feet. Like,
Great.
Mechanically huge.
this man? Is
My
literally
God.
10 times bigger than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Cynthia, I understand your confusion. At the little inn over there, they have this coffee size. It's called giant, but it's actually the small, and it's very confusing. So I understand why it can be.
Oh, I forgot I was doing a different accent. It was so bad. Let's carry it on later.
Kratos lumbers his way over. Kind of puts his hand out to scoop up Cathor, but waits for like Cathor to say it's okay.
Oh yes.
Scoops
wait,
you
oh,
up
grab-
in his palm.
Oh, hi. Can I introduce you to my friend down there? If you want to grab
Yeah. Kind of like puts
a point
the
to
hand
Davina.
down.
They immediately climb
Hop
on.
in.
Yes, they sit down next to Davina, to Cathor.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kratos.
nice to
I
meet
use
you.
he, him pronouns.
Kratos, nice to meet you. I am Davina. She, they.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a giant made of ice. Has like this long beard made of icicles and these like two horns that kind of come out to the side. Like skin is kind of like this pale blue. Is very, very cold. But has, you can tell already on his hand, like a little blanket for Cathor to wrap herself up in.
Oh,
So I didn't
I'll
have
share.
I don't have an extra.
I'll share it with Davina.
Sorry.
We can huddle.
Oh, I'm okay. They kind of show their finger. They have like a ring of warmth that they have on.
Oh,
okay, you can go ahead and take. Yes.
Hey.
Hi. Reed, question. Is there like, I'm from Ithian, I believe that's how you pronounce the. Is there giants of this kind on that planet as well?
That is just a great question. Yeah, probably. I would say yes.
I was like, if I feel like Davina would probably like know, I guess like some kind of like greeting or whatnot, or a way to like show like a friend or whatnot to them. and would probably try and do that just to say like, friend and just
Yeah,
like
there's there's a greeting in Giant where you kind of like take your hand and like put it up like you're waving, and then you put it into a fist and you pound it on your chest.
Davina does exactly that.
Oh, I see you've been around.
I have. I do. I like it outside. I like the cold.
I would do it back, but you're in my hand, so.
That's a really good. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think. Well,
I'm like the smart one of the group, so.
I can tell. I have a friend who's a very good smart one too, and points down to Ariel.
Hi.
I think Ariel, like when Kratos got super close, they have Nature's Mantle as a cloak, so I think it shifted like white into the snow to try and hide them almost subconsciously. And then watching Davina get scooped up, like Ariel is just a shade paler and has like sunk down a little bit into the cloak.
Are you talking about the little one or the rock one or the which one?
The one that's disappearing into the snow, but don't.
Kratos, she's a little nervous.
I think they're nervous.
Oh, I can put the axe down.
It's okay. They're just in general. They're just outside. There's a lot of snow. It's a lot of nature in general. Yeah. Put me down. I'll be right back.
Okay. Push the head down.
I think Davina just goes over to try to like check in on Ariel. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. No, you were just really high up and I was kind of freaking me out. But I mean, like, not that you're not like capable of being super high up. Like, I don't want it to sound like I don't believe in your ability to be high up and not get hurt. It was kind of scary.
I worry about you too. That's why I came down.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm doing great.
I know you are. Here. And I think they grab their hand and bring them over and say, everybody else, come on. This is Kratos. And then they do the thing again. They can't do that though. They still have Cathor in their hand.
I think at this point Cathor's kind of moved, or Kratos has moved Cathor to like his shoulder.
Yes, perfect.
Hey. Ugh. Yeah. Nailed it.
While I'm up there, can I like talk into Kratos' ear?
Yeah.
And just be like, hi.
Hi.
Have you seen any avalanches coming out of the ground lately?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. It was like.
Yeah, it was awful. Right. Could you possibly like? Have you seen anything weird going on out there? Animals acting strange.
Well, I mean,
Flashes of blue light.
The animals don't really like me. So,
I'm sorry.
It's okay,
I
I get
brought it up.
No, it's okay. I'm big. I get it. Life's hard. But, Bernice, my friend Bernice. I've talked to you about Bernice before, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Bernice.
Yeah, well, she's kind of a bad way because that the avalanche that was on the ground, it really hurt her. She's a little injured right now. So she's kind of sitting things out. She's in a big cast.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. It's sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If we could provide any assistance.
I think we
maybe
probably
after
used like all of your gauze, so it's okay. We figure it out, but thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you. If you need anything, let me know. If you have any idea.
There's also I don't know if you've been by like the frozen pond, but there's like a bunch of big like icicles sticking up near it now, which is kind of strange.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
No, this is wonderful information, Kratos. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
I think just be on extra alert and look out for things that seem different, and maybe gather with the rest of your family and stay close.
Okay, yeah. No, we can do that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the warning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you guys? Looks down at the rest of the group.
Okay. I'll point. We have Davina and Ariel and Nessie and Civ. And they are my friends.
Oh, kind of
like
like
looking
looks
straight
over
up.
at you. Civ. Oh, it's
Your
nice.
voice is-
It's nice to meet you, Civ. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, really?
All good things. All good things.
Kratos,
Like,
not.
what kinds of things?
Oh, God.
Good things. Like
We
you-
really should be going, Kratos, if you don't mind putting me
Yeah,
down.
of course.
Oh.
We'll pick you up and put you very gently on the ground. Kind of looks
Okay,
down
great.
at
It was
you.
nice to see
Nessie
you.
looks directly down at you.
Yeah, I'm looking directly up. I'm like feeling a little top heavy, like I'm about to fall over, honestly, trying to like look directly up at him.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
You smell like lavender.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I put on some hand lotion that smells like lavender.
I like it.
I can bring you some if you want, maybe. Maybe I'll give some
That'd be cool.
to Cathor. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Nice to meet you all.
Yes. You have to come on the other side if you can. I typically watch that area, so we can, hang out.
Oh, yeah, that's where
Mhm.
Bernice normally hangs out. But I don't know what made her change her mind and come over this way last night, but, whatever. Faye has a way of making us make silly choices sometimes. I told Bernice, I said, we split up the terrain. We kind of all have our areas that we go in, and she went into my area without asking, and then, now she's in a cast. So works out.
Did she say why?
No, she just she didn't really ask, so I didn't really get the opportunity, and now she's just been sleeping a lot 'cause she doesn't feel good.
So she hurt her leg before coming over.
No, she hurt her leg in the avalanche that was on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's I think it was Sermia being like, no, you're not allowed to be on this side. Bad luck, things like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is there
Maybe.
something happening in Bernice's,
I don't know.
I don't think we
Maybe.
know.
We should check
Okay.
it out later.
We should also go over to your
Do you want
area,
me to
Davina,
go over to
and
her
see what's going
area
on.
and report back?
Well, what
No,
if you
no,
go over to
I
her
think
area
Bernice-
and then you hurt your ankle?
Oh no!
Yeah, I think Bernice might need a friend. When a friend is hurt, you got
I
to stay
agree.
next to them.
Right.
Okay, well, I was going on my morning walk. I try to walk in the morning for 15 minutes every day. I gotta stay in shape, so I'm gonna finish
Yeah.
that and then I'll get back to Bernice.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
For your,
good.
it's good for your mental health too. You go on walkies.
Yeah.
Take yourself on
no,
walkies
I
for
go
your
on a
mental
hot
health?
giant walk. That's
Yeah.
what the kids are calling it these days. Yeah.
Keep up with the times. Keep up with them. Yeah.
I tried it. Time moves really fast when you're in an endless tundra, so you really gotta stay hip.
The days
or else-
blur together.
They
I know.
do. They do. Well,
All right.
it was nice to meet you guys. Bye, Cator. See you later.
Bye, Kratos.
If you see, the rest of the gang, they know not to bother you guys. I've told them, so just let them be. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Starts lumbering away.
Isn't he so lovely?
Oh,
Yeah, you're
wonderful.
What a
You're
guy.
talking about me? What would you be
No,
saying?
I told him about all of you. Equally.
You specifically said Sivia. He's specifically pointed them out.
Well,
But is
Civ and I have been friends for many years, so maybe I might mention Civ a little more than the. It's fine.
Okay.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, Sedona, go ahead and make a persuasion or deception. That's up to you.
I'm so bad at both of those things. Okay.
And then yes, you can make an insight check.
I got a 14 minus 1. A 13.
30, 20.
No, shit.
Mm-hmm. I think Davina goes, oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
heard it. I heard them
lying.
say everyone. Yeah, I think.
Can I give you a
You can
freebie
tell that
with
I'm
that
wrong.
dirty 20? Is that Civ definitely was just genuinely curious. Like, wasn't even like, oh, like, are you talking about me? But it was like, oh no, that's kind of like interesting. Like, why would you mention that?
Mm-hmm. And that they're just like, gotcha. Yeah, I think they go, okay, all right, well, yeah. Maybe I heard Sylvia's name, maybe I didn't. I don't know.
This direction is the direction we should go. That way.
Then we will follow your lead.
Oh, okay, great.
Is the frozen pond on the
I
way?
was just
Do we know?
about to say that you would
Yeah.
know that the frozen pond is on the way to the sector that the ground avalanche happened
Oh my
in.
god,
love
that's so
to
crazy.
see it.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting this like weird feeling that the frozen pond is on the way to the ground village. Is anyone else?
Yeah, I get that
Oh,
feeling.
it totally is if we want to stop there first.
Check out those crazy
Probably a good idea.
icicles.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like interesting
Yeah,
because
let's
are
do
they
it.
like icicles if they're coming down up from the earth, or like what are they hanging from, or they're this like ice gamites? Because they're mighty and they're on the ground.
Mm-mm-mm.
They're like
What are they like?
light. They're like he said they're icicles on the pond, right? How
Yes.
so if there are icicles on the pond,
Mm-hmm. They're popping out.
there'd be like stalagmites because it'd be popping upward. Unless there's
Right,
something
'cause
that
they're-
yeah.
they
And the
grow mighty.
stalactites drip like icicles do onto the stalagmites, and then when they
Right.
come together it's called like a kiss or something.
Oh. Interesting.
And they are sharp.
The ice ones are, yeah, the rock ones not so much. You know, there
I think
actually
when they
is
say that as well, they kind of like look over at Ariel like, yeah, I know stuff.
I just like nod to you, like
Know things about science.
the stalagmite stalactite thing. There's actually like there's like some elemental smut about that
Wow.
when they kiss.
I
And
know those
smut is
stories.
when people have sex.
huh?
But it's
Yeah.
not about the sex, it's about everything around the sex. I remember.
Oh, this is about reading. We're going back to reading. This is a
Everything is about books. Everything is about books, and everything is about stories, and a lot of things are about sex.
So that you said it's that way. That's like super cool. That it's
Yeah,
that
it's
on the
right
way.
over
That's
here.
crazy.
Incredible. You guys can continue heading in the direction of the frozen lake. As you are kind of moving in that direction, we move from like just straight up Arctic desert into like there's some more foliage, some kind of evergreen trees. You guys can see some like movement in the trees as like some other small animals are kind of skittering about. Much less than you would expect to see are out and about. But the couple that are there's like two squirrels fighting over a nut. There's like a little Arctic fox digging a hole. There are some birds who Luna kind of looks down at, and the birds kind of look up, and they seem to be like, something's weird about you, and I don't really know what it is or why. And Luna's trying her best to blend in. Yeah, and that's kind of the vibe as you head over to this frozen lake. And sure enough, this like giant lake that's kind of frozen over has a bunch of these like kind of stalagmite icicle shaped things coming out of the ground. They're not like perfectly pointy. They appear to be kind of like ragged and a little bit jagged. Almost as if somebody like took a wave that was in motion and froze it. And there's a couple of them that are kind of surrounding the lake.
The lake is totally frozen over. There's not any like cracks in the ice. Water beneath
Yeah, the
it.
lake is totally frozen over, but there is water underneath it.
Okay.
The type of lake you
Does
would go
the-
ice fishing in. Yes, James.
The like water level in the center of it, does it seem low enough that maybe like this could have been a kind of splash outward kind of
It does
thing?
not. It seems to be
Okay.
honestly higher than normal.
Ooh, like it's melting? Maybe?
If like kind of looking around at, because you mentioned it was sort of like a wave, like that sort of vibe. If like, can I chart anywhere if I'm walking through this area that seems to be an origin point? Like whether it's all kind of equidistant from the center of the lake, or if it's like from one part. Like, is there any sort of rhyme or reason to this structure?
Yeah, go ahead and make me some sort of check. You pick what it is.
Oh, wow. I wish I was good at anything that I could reasonably, like, make for this check. So I guess we're just gonna go with investigation.
Let's do it.
And I don't have spells to help me with that.
I can give you guidance.
It's not gonna help, but I'll take it. I already rolled the die.
Categorically will help.
I read the
Gives you more
die.
numbers.
Okay, let's see. That's a 1.
Right.
Which will bring us up to 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Seems to kind of be scattered all around. They're not equidistant from each other. They're not... There's like an odd number of them. They don't seem to also be equidistant from the lake. Like, some of them are closer to the lake than others. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be done with any intention, or careful thought or planning.
Yeah, these icicles don't make sense.
Can I cast Detect Magic and just see if anything
Yes.
weird comes up?
Sure.
Thanks.
You cast Detect Magic, and you get nothing.
Okay. I'll just kind of, I don't want to go, like, too deep into it, but I kind of want to, like, walk a little bit around the outskirts of it and just see if, like, anything gets picked up at all.
Yeah, you walk along the outskirts, you're looking around. You're not getting anything.
Okay.
Super mundane.
Do we think that there is stuff under the pond in the water?
There's one way to find out.
Like fish?
Maybe.
Probably fish.
Probably
Serpent?
fish, or maybe
Wouldn't
something
really-
else.
Blue ice serpents, perhaps?
I hope there's not that.
Can we- I'm
Good
just
job.
saying I have a crafty little polymorph spell that I could maybe turn
That would
into
be
a
interesting.
and go in the water.
You want me to break you a hole?
Sure. Yes, I want to do this. Let's fucking
Wait,
go.
can you?
Should
Oh,
we probably do a little check to see the softest point so that we don't break the entire thing open and let whatever might be underneath there out if there is
Well-
something underneath?
You don't want to go like too soft on the point though, because that's how you fall in when you're trying to break a hole.
True.
I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I do also have control water
nice.
as a possibility.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
I did want to ask about. I took this spell, and then I realized it would probably be a good thing to get a ruling on. Snow. Is that shit water?
Surely is.
Sweet. Okay. So this is a very helpful spell that I took potentially. But I could just like, control water, just like a little hole for myself.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
very much can.
Cool.
Counterpoint. I
You
kind
wanna
of
hit it?
walk over. I start walking over onto the ice at a part where I think I can break through, and I want to smash a hole with my mace.
What do we want to do to see if this breaks beneath you? Roll me an intelligence check to see if you can figure out where to do this. If it's below a 10, all of the ice is gonna crack. If it is
Are
above
you
a
standing
10,
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
absolutely. I had to get a little bit away from the shore to give you a nice
naturally?
jumping
Okay.
off point. That's an 18.
incredible. You can kind of smack a little jagged crack into this ice that's big enough for like a fish to swim through.
Control water.
Cool. You controlled it really well.
Thank you.
Okay, I will walk over and yeah, I will cast polymorph on myself and sort of jump in the air, and then I become what's a good wintry a salmon, probably, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like a
We
big,
love the
a
cold
biggish
water.
salmon. Yeah. I turn
so-
into a big salmon. It's got the same color scheme as Nessie, so sort of like ashy brown on the top that matches her hair color, and then just like speckles all over, like her freckles. And she dives into the water, and I'm gonna look up salmon 5e stat block.
I also have a question about this ice. How opaque is it with the intent of I would like to stay relatively near-ish to where where
I would
she
say
is
you,
under the
you
water.
can be able, you can see through it. It's kind of like frosty, pun intended. But yeah, you can see through it.
Yeah, it's kind of frosty, but it's not like all is not frosty, right?
No, exactly.
James kicks me out of the video call immediately.
I actually have to go. This is crazy. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So my salmon Nessie.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
struggling trying to stat
just
block
look up
this.
You could probably do
fish.
Flipper.
Yeah, that's
Just any
there is
fish.
Flipper is a monster.
It's also a wild shape form.
Okay, I could turn into that.
Yeah. I mean, we can
Okay,
also
I'll-
just say that
I'll-
you're a salmon and you just use Quipper
I look
stats.
remarkably like a salmon, but I am a quipper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I will use this.
Cool.
Sweet. I think I have dark vision up to 60 feet, which is helpful. And when I'm down below, I just want to look around and see, like if the icicles also continue under the surface of the ice,
Cool.
and then I'll go from there.
Cool. They don't.
Okay. Interesting.
While you're looking around down there, you can see kind of like a clump of fish just kind of like sitting in like one section all together, like looking up. And they're all shaking a little bit.
Oh.
Can I swim over to them?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to like jump on them and be like, "What's up, guys?" But I'll like swim over and I'll wave my fin. It's like, "Hi."
One of them waves their fin back. They're still looking up at the hole.
Uh-huh. Okay. So they're scared because we broke through the ice, not because of.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Make a fish sight
Yeah,
check.
sure.
A fin
Insight,
sight
which-
check.
Yep,
There it
is.
There you go.
Insight
there was
is a
something
wisdom-based
there.
skill. These are gonna
How we
guys.
workshop things.
Does that work exactly?
This is really a place to experiment and workshop. It's fine.
This is a safe space.
Here's a question: has anyone on Starlight Tales ever gotten a 0 before?
Yes.
I am joining their ranks because I just got a literal
Incredible.
0.
It's incredible.
What is wrong with
I love
me?
that. One time I rolled a -1 on initiative, so you're not alone. And,
Amazing.
yeah, we're really out here.
Yeah, 2 minus 2. That sure is 0.
Something is coming. Something is coming down that hole right now, and it's gonna eat you.
Oh fuck!
and they're
I go over to the
terrified.
fish. I go over to the fish. Ranks and numbers. I go over to the fish.
They all immediately let you in as they're all very
Yeah, yeah,
scared
yeah, yeah.
from looking up.
Okay. Okay, something's about to come down into the water. I'm amongst friends. I look around. I look. I'm like checking all angles. Now I'm like scared that somebody else is gonna come like from behind or from below. So I'm like looking. I'm looking around. I'm looking at all angles because I'm
perception
about to
check.
die. Okay. Perception also wisdom. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it sure freaking is. Okay, this -2. Come on, natural 20. Come on. Oh my fucking god.
You can have advantage because of the fact that you're with friends and they're helping you
That's-
look around too.
Listen, that's really helpful because I did just roll another 0.
Yeah, I got you.
What is the matter with me? I hate all of these dice. Oh my god. Okay, that is a 17.
Okay. You look
Yeah.
around, all of the fish kind of looking all around, and you see nothing.
Okay. I think that sort of like calms me down a little bit. It's like, okay, They're not jumping in yet. It's fine. I know that I came from the hole above me. Like I jumped into the hole and came down. So I'm like, okay, I came from there. And then I start to remember like wait, I know who's up there. I know who's on the other side of the hole. Okay. Well, okay, so like the on that perception check, like the bottom, can I see the bottom of the pond?
Sure.
From here?
Yeah.
And it just looks like normal pond
Except
time.
the water level is like a lot higher than it should be. That's kind of like the weird thing. And
right.
then, also the fact that all the fish are in like one little corner at the bottom.
Uh-huh. Can I talk to the fish as a fish? Can I communicate with the fish? I don't really know how polymorph works. Last time I cast polymorph in a D&D campaign, I killed a party member. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, fuck
Oh
it.
my
You
God.
can talk to the fish.
Yeah.
I look around and I say, guys, why is the water level so high?
Intricate question for the fish.
One of them looks at you and goes, what?
Isn't this pond like deeper than it normally is? Like there's more room to swim around.
Yeah?
What? Were you here when the icicles happened?
What?
The big spikes above the water. Did you see it happen?
No, I'm
What?
under the water.
You're so right. Okay.
Are you?
Are
Where'd you come from?
I was above the water and then I came into the water.
Is that guy still out there?
Which guy?
The one who like melted us and then refroze us and then melted us and then refroze us again?
Was this guy big and blue
And with
and
the
had
face
a lot
that
of...
went like this?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was a while
I'm
ago.
thinking to myself as I'm having this conversation, why do we keep asking stupid animals about this? Okay,
Yeah,
so
where
that
do they
guy
keep
was
the smart animals here?
well, just like as opposed to like I don't know, another humanoid. Okay. Melted, refroze, melted again, refroze the pond. I turn back to the fish and I say, "Yeah, I'm trying to look for him with my friends up there."
How are you guys out of the water?
It's a long story.
Okay. Whoa. You like
We're gonna
special?
Yeah, really special.
Cool.
Thank you. We're gonna try and find that guy. If I look up, like, can we sort of like see through the ice, or is it like
it's
too
a little
thick?
frosty.
Right. Yeah.
but
That's sort of like that's sort of like screened off.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I say when that guy left? Did you see which direction he went?
I'm like a fish.
Yeah, but like. You didn't. And I like turned to the rest of them. I was like, none of you were like looking at the guy that was messing with your pond
Another
and
one
seeing
pipes
which
up.
direction.
We were all down here in a group,
Uh-huh.
and it's hard to see from down here.
That's fair enough. That is fair enough.
Yeah.
Listen, me and my pals, we're gonna go get that guy and we're gonna fix your home, okay? I promise.
Okay, thanks. This is cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, thanks for all the fantastic information.
Thanks.
I start to swim back up to the hole.
Wait,
And I kind of
what's gonna happen? How do you
I'll be
can't-
fine.
Are you
I'm
sure?
special, remember? I'll be fine. And then I jump out of the hole. And then as I like flop onto the surface, I poke back into me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, those guys were kind of they were fish. I don't know.
Did I tell you anything interesting? Or
I mean, the blue guy was here too. I mean, he caused this. They said that he came here and he was like messing with the pond. He was just like, I don't know, shits and giggles, just freezing and unfreezing and freezing the pond. And I guess like him doing that, I don't know, it just altered the state of the water, and maybe him like thrashing around the water caused the icicles to
Can
spike.
is there a way, looking at these icicles, to like sort of determine like which ones were made around the same time?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, go ahead and make me a nature check with advantage.
Nature with advantage. Oh, okay. That is a 22.
Yeah, so you can gather that a couple of them seem to be kind of like more frozen solid than others. And so it seems like they were made maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. And then some of them seem to be more recent. So maybe like a day ago.
Yeah. Does that, and I know the temperature fluctuations, right? Do those correlate at all?
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Interesting. So that doesn't really tell us exactly. It doesn't really tell us exactly why any of this is happening, but it lets us know that these things are connected and lets us know that there's a specific agent who is doing them.
I think we should name this guy if we're gonna keep talking about him, just for ease of conversation.
Probably a good idea. Blue guy's kind of a mouthful.
Yeah.
Craig?
Craig is
Did you say
good.
Craig or Greg?
No, Craig with the C.
With a C, Craig.
Yeah.
Okay, sure,
It
Craig.
sounds evil too.
It does.
Sorry to any
Craig.
Craigs watching this.
Yeah, I second that. I'm not sorry either. You know you
Sorry,
did.
you were named Craig.
So,
Someone said
We-
Nominative
said
determinism.
wallow.
God.
Sorry, Sedona.
oh no, I was just saying, is there anything else that we wanted to do here, or should we just keep going to the next?
This isn't really my thing, but should we maybe look for like tracks or something? I mean, I don't know how much snow has
Oh.
fallen since they were here, but
That's a good idea.
That's
Katho,
a very
you wanna...
good idea. Sure,
go,
I
let's-
can look for tracks.
Mhm.
Like a survival
Yeah, I'll give you help on that.
check.
With
I'll give you
advantage.
guidance on it
With
as well.
advantage and add a D4.
Wow,
I'm supporting you.
With advantage, add a D4 and know that you are loved.
29.
Nice. Yeah, you can
Latest
kind
ranger.
of see.
It's my rogue levels.
Okay, greatest rogue of all time.
You can see kind of like the imprints of many little feet that kind of heading off, and then they like abruptly stop. And where they stop, you can see that there's kind of like a larger pile of snow surrounding like a little bit of a crater or a divot, like somebody digged a bunch.
Hey, can I look in, like, move the snow and look into the crater, see if there's anything in there?
Sure,
or-
yeah, you kind of move it around and it seems to just be more snow. If there was something in there, it's kind of covered up by snow by now.
And can I tell what kind of creatures that made these,
Not
What's
an
in the ground?
animal.
not an animal?
Mm.
Fascinating. I will relay this to the group. Am I able to see if you said there's tracks and they stopped? Is it like a hole, like something dug down? Or is it like I can't really tell where they went?
Could have been
per
a
se.
whole hole at some point. It's not a whole hole anymore.
Okay, cool. So there are things digging into the ground around the lake. I don't know what they are. It is not an animal track that I recognize.
Mm.
Okay, so we're in a different
Unless
kind
you
of story.
might, Davina, if you know. These look familiar to you?
Can I do some kind of check to see if it is familiar?
I'm just gonna tell you it's not familiar to you.
Great. Looking at that hole that they kind of digged around, can I do, I don't know, knowing that it's not an animal, maybe like humanoid or whatnot, can I do like find traps to see like if there's like anything this thing has set up to like hide itself?
Sure.
Or...
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me look up that spell. Huh. This is such a neat spell. People don't take this as often. Yeah, nothing that seems to be deliberate. You know, you get the sense that if you started burrowing under here as well, like, it probably would not be very safe for you. But that was not, like, done malevolently by whatever this was, by Craig.
Perfect. They as they're looking, kind of like being really delicate to like not to like disturb everything, just to check it out, they tell everybody that.
No, like sabotage.
Yeah, but I cannot tell what kind of creature it is, so
Neither can I. That's kind of disturbing, actually, because I usually can. Oh, you guys.
Well,
I guess I can lead you all to the ground phalange now, as we have so dubbed it.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. So, like the director said, it's about probably like a day and a half travel to get to the ground avalanche. So as you are all walking and traveling, it begins to become dark and night. What's the plan for camping?
Are we in like a forest?
Yeah, you're
area?
in like a foresty area.
Are there any like little enclaves or caves
Make
that
me
we
a luck
could
check.
post up in?
Flat 220.
Okay, these will go well. I don't trust my rolls at all.
You can
It's
do
fine.
this.
Okay, that is a 19.
Hey!
Good job.
There just so happens to be like a really, really cozy looking enclave. The way that the
Wow.
trees have kind of grown, it provides cover from the wind. The roots are kind of all smoothed out, so it's not going to be like bumpy to sleep on. Yeah, you've got like a nice little area.
Should we post up here for the night? Make a little fire?
That is a good call, Nessie. That's good.
I agree. Yeah.
Great.
It's going to take a bit of time, so rest is good.
Okay. Cool. I'll make I think they turn to Cathor and say, it is getting dark, but I know it's going to be cold at night. Should we make a little fire? I'm worried about giving any signal to anything. But I want us to stay warm.
I do want us to stay warm. I think if we could make a small fire,
Yeah.
and
I'll
then
make a
we
small
could
one.
put it out for a bit, maybe. Are we taking watches?
I
We-
think we should.
I agree. I think a small fire is a good idea, Tafina. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get the fire going. We can decide whatever watch we do. I prefer it with Ariel. If that's okay with you, Ariel.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, good.
As we're all setting up, I actually wanted to go and talk to Ariel really fast and just say, did you want me to send a message to Ares? Let him know sort of where we are generally?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I mean, the director probably did, but it probably doesn't hurt just to like let them know kind of where we are. That'd be great. Only if it's no trouble. That way I don't want to like put you out.
No, I can. So I will cast sending. I won't use one of the scrolls yet. Just because we're about to sleep, so I might as freaking well.
You're so true.
Yeah. Cool. I will cast sending to Ares. Right before I do that, do I know the sort of general, like, can I talk to Catherine and get like a sort of sense of distance, like from the frozen pond? I want to sort of like triangulate where we are and tell them specifically where we're thing.
You very much can do that.
Cool. So I'll say 25 words. Okay. Um, Hi, Aries. It's Nessie and Ariel. We are camping roughly, what would we say, like 3 miles north of the frozen pond. Where can we meet up with you? Tomorrow? We're
Fine.
going. Is that it?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was.
You
But
have
yeah.
3 more.
3 more? Okay.
Yeah, we're going.
We're going avalanche.
Cool. I've set that to Sable. We'll let them respond.
Okay.
So yeah, you feel it has been sent, and you can wait for that response.
Great. I sent it.
thank you. I
They'll get
really
back to
appreciate
me.
it.
Of course. I want them to know where we are too. So. I start to lay out my bedroll situation.
All right.
Can I just before we start like really going to sleep, can I just send Luna up one more time and have her make like a perception check for movement in the area?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check for Luna.
Thank you. And I have the hawk stats pulled up.
So it should be
See that?
advantage, right? Because it's sight.
Yes, but I don't know if I have dark vision. It
Well,
looks like hawk, which doesn't feel correct. But
just do it with advantage.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, 9. Fuck yeah, brother. What's my perception? That is I can't read. Okay, that's a 23.
23. Yeah, kind of looks around and then will come back and settle on your shoulder again and just kind of give you like a nod.
Like a concerned nod or like an
Like
it's
a we're
okay
good
nod?
nod.
Cool. I'll kind of scratch her top of her head. I don't know if birds like that, but in my brain they do. And yeah, we'll go get ready for bed.
Cool. All right. What is the watch situation?
I can go first with Civ. Then. Should we do 2 and 3? I don't want anyone to be alone. Awake alone. Like 2 and then 3 of us.
Yeah.
So that
I don't mind being awake
good.
alone if you guys want to do
No,
2 and 2.
we can do 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, whichever one you want, Nessie. Totally up to you.
I will let you and Civ stay on watch together, and I will take second.
Okay.
watch.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So the 3 of you can head to sleep.
You. Me.
Honk shoe. Sivya and Cathor, both of you are on watch together. Go ahead and make me a perception check. Yeah.
Civ also very much is in the top of a tree right now.
Sick.
I like that.
Like completely not picking up on any hint about anything else, was like, I want to go look at the sky.
I full on expected that of you. I got a 25. I'm rolling
I got-
really high today.
I got an 11.
Cool. And then, sweet, will you roll me a D100?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
We don't get like advantage or anything on that roll, right?
Nope.
Cool.
But thanks for asking.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
Wait
It's
for
important to
that.
double check.
What does that mean? I got a 00 and a 1.
That's
Is that 1?
Yeah. That's 1.
I got a 1.
Only one dragon comes out.
What are the
Fucking incredible
odds of
energy.
that? I mean, I guess the odds of getting
It's 1 in 100 if I had to guess.
but that's wild.
Now, I may not be no fancy mathematician.
That's weird. Should I take a picture of it then? Okay, I'm gonna take a picture then. If it's that.
That's
Look,
wild.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just if it's wild, I wanna.
I mean,
wanna
a
savor
one
the
or it's
moment.
like a one or
Document
like a one
Yeah,
or
someone
100.
clip that.
Someone clip that.
Shatter
Okay,
it, clip
yeah. So you guys can go on your watch. Are you talking or are you just sitting in silence?
Well, if it's up in a tree and I'm on the ground, I think we're kind of. I think Cathor just glances every like 2 minutes up, just to make sure that they're still there,
Yeah.
Okay.
and for the most part, just kind of circles the camp and checks surroundings periodically.
Civ is definitely so. With the information we got today about no one recognizing the tracks, Civ is definitely just like whenever you're back around, telling you a story from the top of the tree about. It's very like, you know, company comes in and they put these weird machines that are trying to drill in the land of the tundra, and like that's the narrative that Civ has decided is happening now. Just like. With possibilities of what could actually be going on, and that's why no one recognizes the tracks, because they're weird machines tunneling things, and they're powered by a like machine learning algorithm that is just actively taking in data and then making data, and that's why it's not very predictable.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you saying that like capitalist company is taking over my home planet? Is that your theory?
I'm just saying, like, we cannot rule it out.
Oh, that would not be fun, actually.
Do we know? Well, are there any companies like here aside from like the research station? I don't really know, but maybe they're like doing it in secret. You know, maybe they're just like putting in infrastructure. Maybe they're sending out feelers. You know.
That's terrifying, Civ. No, there's a small planet, not a lot of like big venture capitalism happening here. But I don't like the idea of it moving in.
I do think it could also I still think we should not dismiss the serpent idea.
No, I haven't. I swear, it's still there in the back of my brain.
Yeah.
It for you.
Anything interesting down there? Did you see like these clouds today?
No, I haven't looked up. I could.
Okay, just come up here.
Or I can use my boots you gave me. I can fly.
Yeah, come use the
I have
boots and then
winged
come up here.
boots. I can just go up, straight up with my own little boots. Sort of hang out in the tree.
Or sitting in a tree.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then Civ is just pointing out different clouds and describing what they are. Fully distracting you from watch for a little while.
A little bit. When you kind of like tune back in to your watch, Catherine, you can see kind of like this little white, scringly looking boy running around the tree. It's a little Ermine, who's kind of just like running in circles around the trunk of the tree.
What can you describe an ermine? I don't know what that.
Yeah. It's a short-tailed weasel. So
Aw.
he's just like a little guy. I'll send a picture of him. Looks a little bit like
Is he-
a meerkat.
Adorable.
There you go. That's what an ermine looks like.
Oh my god, it's so fucking cute.
Just a little ferret.
baby.
Oh, is he in distress?
Make an insight check.
Oh, okay. That is good. Can't do math. I'm sorry, guys. 7 plus 6 or
13.
13.
Quick maths.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit just like anxious.
Can I scoop him? I'll scoop him.
You can make a sleight of hand check to try and catch the running in circles little ferret.
Ooh, 12 plus 4 is 16.
16, yeah. It kind of gets the jump on you a little bit, and then you're able to just kind of like scoop it up. It's kind of liquid in your hands.
Oh my goodness! I want to like calm the
Yeah.
head
Kind of
him,
like,
try to calm him down.
now that it's not on the ground, kind of tenses up a little bit, but in a way that like, yes, the body is getting more tense, but that's kind of a good thing. Like, just lets you kind of hold it. It is dangly.
Yeah, when I see that, I'll come down from the tree.
So I can't speak to him again until I rest, but as a Furbolg, I have each of Beast and Leaf, so I can communicate in a limited manner with him. And so can I just vibe check him and see if I can figure out why he's so upset?
Yeah. Kind of dangling in your arms. He's just kind of like, fast. Run.
Run fast from ? I don't. Okay. Don't know what to do with that information. I'll put you down, friend, and let you run fast and go vroom. How about that? Will that make you feel better?
No.
No. Okay, I will not put you down and let you go vroom. Is something else going vroom that's not you? I am talking to this ferret out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, Sim's just kind of watching and like smirking.
Something that's not you goes vroom nearby?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ask if is it like a giant blue serpent?
Is it a giant blue snake-like serpent creature?
No.
Is it a giant blue thing with lots of paws and raw, scary teeth?
No.
Is it like a wolf?
No.
Is it like a wolf? No. Interesting. I am running out of questions to ask you, friend.
Is it like a moose?
No.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
It seems like Linger. Is it maybe an oh yeah?
What if you stick around for a couple more hours, and then when my friend Davina wakes up, you talk to Davina? That
Stay?
That one right over there. Yeah, stay here with us, friend.
Friend.
Me, friend.
Run.
Now?
Kind of starts like pawing.
Okay. I'll put the ferret
We'll
down.
just start chasing its own tail.
Oh,
But it's not leaving.
not going anywhere. I guess I'll just wait.
Yeah.
Look at Civ, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it. I don't know. Sorry.
You're just. No, this was brilliant.
Okay.
Absolutely fascinating to watch.
And the rest of your watch can pass.
Is
Yes.
it's still just there?
Yeah, it stops running at some point and kind of just like nuzzles up against the trunk of the tree. But yeah, it's not going anywhere.
When we switch watches, I'll tell Davina what happened
Sure.
if they want to talk to the ferret.
Sure.
I don't.
Nessie also.
If you want to, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if you wanted to is all. That's just.
Oh no, that's not what I was saying. I was saying I don't have to speak with animals. I don't know. Are rangers? Are
No,
they
they're
prepared classes?
known. They're not
They're
prepared.
not. They're known. Yeah. So I don't know if I can. We'll see
No,
what
that's
I can do.
okay. That's totally. It might. It's just it. It just wants to run in circles. I don't know if
I
I'll
can
know
like
anything.
emit emotions. We can have an emotional back and forth, but the actual
That's what I kind
conversation-
of tried to do, and it just didn't really. Yeah,
I'll
I
fix
get.
it.
I get you. It's
Okay.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, you sleep well. Sleep well.
Thank you. I hope you had a good sleep.
Nessie, you wake up to the sound of Aries' voice in your head. You hear about 4 to 5 seconds of like a giant pile of snow falling. And then you hear, "Oh my gosh! Hi! You would not believe the day that I've had. There was a flock of, wait, I only have 25 words? Avalanche, yes!" And then it cuts off.
God.
Okay. I think I have this like wide-eyed expression that I just had of just like, whoa, oh my gosh. And then I turn to Ariel and I say, Ares is good. They'll meet us at the avalanche
Oh.
site, I think.
Great. Yeah, very clearly just woke up.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate
Of course, yes.
And they sound like they're in one piece. And she's like,
Yeah.
not. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Before you guys get too far into this, I just want to point out that Civ is absolutely just like cuddling up around Thor as they're sleeping, like just full on like big spoon koalaing.
Match. Yeah.
Totally
Makes sense.
accepted it.
All right.
Normal.
As your guys'
Normal
watch
friend behavior.
starts, go ahead and make me a perception check.
By the way, the weasel is still here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping
Okay.
up by the trunk of the tree.
Cool.
Where's my
Can I have
gold?
Luna give me advantage
Yeah.
on this? Thank you so much.
I got a 22.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
I got a 23.
Nice.
I got a 16.
Nice. Your watch begins.
Did we get a long rest at this point? Have we?
Yeah.
We're like staying up for the rest of the day. Okay,
Nice.
I didn't want to hit the button until you
Yeah,
said so.
yeah.
It's fine. There's only 5 of you. I'm not gonna make you do another watch.
Okay.
Like,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
yeah, Davina, who's your friend? Kind of looks down at the weasel.
Yeah, it is. It's Thor's friend. I'm gonna try and see what's going on with him. I think Davina bends down and kind of puts out a hand to see if it's like
It
comfortable.
darts
with
away.
him touching. Hi. Hello, little friend. And they try to do. You know what? If they're are they friendly towards Davina? I think they're gonna try and like put their hand out. Do I do an animal handling check?
Yeah, do an animal handling check.
Okay.
I'll give you guidance.
Add a
Thank you.
D4. What good is guidance if you don't spam it?
Correct.
Hey, that is an 18.
18. Excuse me. Oh, apparently it was a sleepy 18.
You're really in character. The Ermine just woke up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you put your hand out, you watch as the nose kind of like twitches a little bit, but it like puts its nose in your direction to kind of sniff your hand.
Once it does, they go ahead and they try to like pet like underneath right here, see if they're comfortable with that.
This kind of like brings his head up a little bit in your direction.
Yeah. Perfect. The moment she touches them, they cast Beast Bond and tries to say like, hey, like, this place is safe. Kind of just like, you know, give that kind of message to them. Try to specifically ask them if like this space right here feels safe to them.
Yeah, you get a feeling of like safety and comfort.
Okay. And let me fully like understand Beast Bond.
Basically, it's just like you're sending it telepathic messages, and it can kind of give you vibes in return.
In return, perfect. So I can full on just talk to him.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think Davina kind of like tilts her head and goes, "So, you want to run? You enjoy running?"
You feel speed, fast.
Feeds fast. Okay. I think they kind of look up at the both of them and go, just speed fast is what I'm getting back. I don't really know what to really ask to get more information than what Cathro did.
Well, are they running away from something? Like, do they normally
you
just want to
running-
go fast?
Running for fun?
Not fun.
Not fun.
Somewhat
Running
fun.
for
Half fun.
have fun. Yeah.
Fun by
Okay.
proxy.
Yes. It is fun to run, but not fun the reason why.
Yes.
Mm. You are running from. I don't even know if they know what the color blue and all that is. um. Hmm. Okay. Where are you running from?
Kind of like looks up at you and looks at like the little hands and just kind of like points in the direction of of the avalanche.
How cute. Um. Okay. Okay. Well, that's the direction we're going.
So probably the ground
Fear.
avalanche was where their home was.
You
Then
say
got-
that's the direction you're going, you get fear.
Fear. You don't have to go, little friend.
Immediately the fear's gone.
Okay. Do you want here? I think they kind of like pull their little sleeping bag that they had and like puts like a little ring of just whatever kind of clothes they're not wearing at this point, like little sweater or whatnot, and say, "Hey, you want to stay in here, be warm, or you
Immediately
prefer
crawls
cold?"
in.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. They're just running from whatever's over there. So I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow, huh?
My guess is that's where their home was, and then the ground avalanche kind of ruined it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
As you guys are sitting and watching, and the light of the sun slowly starts to rise, the sky from this like dark, deep, almost black blue begins to lighten. You can see lights in the sky, almost dancing across. These like streams of greens and light blues and almost white. And it's beautiful. And it lasts for maybe 15 to 20 seconds before, almost as if somebody took a syringe and plunged it into it and is bringing something out, all the color starts to seep from this. And then, once they're all these like streams of white light, become dark and shadowy and dissipate.
Kind of watching this, and as someone who has studied this particular sky for almost a year now, probably longer. Well, no, I guess I was on a different planet, but so at least a year. Can I make like an Arcana check to try and?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I probably have an understanding of what causes these lights, and therefore like what it might take to do that. Okay. Okay, that is a harlot like 20.
Cool. So
Kind of mix it up, you know.
okay. So you would know that this phenomenon normally is caused because there's like solar storms on the surface of like the star that's at the center of the system, and it'll give out like huge clouds of these like electrically charged particles, and so these particles can travel like millions and millions of miles across the whole system, and some of them can like collide with this planet. And some of those planets are like deflected away, but others are like kind of sucked in, and kind of based on the like way that planets work and like the magnetic field of like the poles like tend to get sucked in towards Diamus and towards like the cold, and so that's like what normally causes this like light show to happen in the evenings. However, the second part of what you saw is abnormal and weird and not something you've seen before, and that's strange. It doesn't ring a bell as something that can be easily described by any like science or arcane understanding that you have. Yeah, feels weird.
Did it seem like did the color just kind of seep from it, or did it seem like pulled down to like the ground?
It seemed like pulled down
As it's weird.
toward the ground, toward the
In the direction of the avalanche, or a different one?
in a different direction.
Okay. Huh. I'm gonna take as many notes about that as possible while it's fresh in my mind. You guys saw that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
Normal.
Yeah, that would be something would have to like essentially take the energy of a solar storm that's been reflected into our atmosphere.
Oh.
That's
Maybe.
magic.
Yeah,
magic.
maybe that's what's causing the sort of weird weather spikes.
I thought it was Greg who was causing the weathers.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe Craig did that.
Yeah, maybe Greg did the magic that's causing
I think you're asleep.
everything. Oh, right. Sorry.
No, you're so good.
Walking in your
Wait.
sleep.
Oh, I thought we had woken up. I'm still sleeping.
Yeah, this is
Just
still
like
like
Okay,
your
cool.
watch.
In the middle
I'm
of
not
our
here.
No
You guys are
worries
hanging
at
out.
all. No worries at all.
It's like in the middle of our watch, right?
Yes.
Like sort of.
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
I got it.
I know a lot has happened from the moment we started watch to now.
Fine.
Would I no, and I'm happy to make like a nature or an intelligence check
Uh-huh.
if it would take it. With something with the power to affect like the energy of solar storms in the atmosphere in that way, do I feel like whatever that is would also have the energy to manipulate the atmosphere in a weather way?
It's possible, but unlikely.
Mhm.
Something would
Okay.
have to be really strong to be able to do both.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it probably has to be something different, right? Because like manipulating the weather and then like absorbing the energy of the solar storm are kind of like different things, and to do both, I mean, that would be like way out of our ability to help. And also, it was coming from a different direction, so I don't. Maybe Craig has a friend named Greg.
Ooh. Craig and
Yeah,
Greg.
that's the name that I would give him too if he had a
Thank you.
friend.
But yeah, no,
Okay,
that's
I hope
definitely
not.
odd.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like our list is getting longer, so we go to the avalanche and then we check who disrupted the sky. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also seems like we're dealing with both angles here. We got sky, and we got something that's burrowing. Or are they like talking to each other or something?
Seeing where that, like, I guess that light went, can I do like would that be a survival check? Of seeing like how far away that point where it like
Yes.
hit the
Make
ground
a
was?
survival check.
I got a net 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nat 20 plus 6, so 26.
Yeah, so you would know it's far in the other direction. Almost. Give me a second. Yeah, almost like closer to like the docks on this planet. And like closer to like that side, which you guys are all the way on the opposite side. And as you come to this realization, Nessie, go ahead and make me a history check with advantage.
History. Okay. Thanks for the advantage. 13.
You, upon seeing this and Davina kind of figuring out where geographically this might be, are brought back to when you first came to this planet, to this giant chasm. And if that's correct, if the information that Davina just gave you is correct, that's where all of this energy just was seeped into.
Okay. Well, I think I know where it went, you guys.
Oh, good.
Oh?
Yeah. Did we have a name for that chasm?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did, so whatever. Yeah, I've been there once before. It's kind of foggy, for lack of a better word, because there was this big snowstorm when I was there the last time. But I lost someone there, and I always thought that she might not be like dead because she was pretty powerful, but she was dying when I last saw her.
Ooh.
I really hope she's not Craig's friend. That would be really upsetting, personally.
I'm confused. So you think this person that you knew who was dying took the color from the sky?
Well, maybe we should wait for everybody to wake up, because I don't really want to tell this story twice. But basically, I used to have this mentor, and she was this very powerful sorceress, and she taught me a lot of magic before I got in contact with Sirmia and accessed divine magic. And she was the type to do whatever it takes, if that makes sense. She was pretty ruthless, and she brought me here to this planet to try and help her because she was dying, and I did want to help her, and I wanted her to get better, but we got separated in a snowstorm, and it was right by where all of that energy is getting sucked into.
Gotcha.
Can I ask her name? If you don't want to talk about it, I don't want to pry.
No, that's okay. Her name was Amalia Vogstead.
Does that ring a bell to me at all?
Make a history check.
And I'm specifically thinking back, since this seems to be someone with a lot of power, of like things I overheard, like my mom's talking about, like if that's on their radar. Oh fuck yeah, I'm rolling so good right now. That's a 27.
Yeah. Definitely, you know, one of your moms is a very powerful, like, arcane caster, and those types of people tend to pick up on each other's vibes. Yeah, you've heard about Amalia before, and an arcane caster who normally spent their time in the Kindred system in Leda, and then disappeared, and no one heard from her or knew what happened to her. And the timeline that you last heard of her matches up with what Nessie is saying.
Oh, yeah. I've heard. I mean, I know the name a little, but
You do?
Just kind of vague. Just mostly the name, and that like the timeline kind of matches up with when you got here. And my mom, like my mom is like one of the two leaders of the system, and my other mom like does a lot of magic, so kind of just like in passing overheard a little.
Okay.
You would know that. You would know that Ariel and Ares are the child of the Silver Gauntlet Cordelia.
Okay.
And they're
I think
and they're a magical advisor.
I think what Nessie is more surprised by in that sentence is that I don't think that she knew that Amalia was on anybody's radar. Because Amalia did not tell her much of anything. So that's more surprising than the other thing. Yeah, I think Nessie like sits down and she has this little like notebook sketchbook that she's had, and it's like, you know when you use a notebook for a really long time and the pages just sort of like get like this? It's kind of like that, and she's just had it for the past like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. And she sort of flips back towards the beginning of it, when she was taking notes when she was back on Leda, and taking care of Amalia in just sort of a healing capacity. And she like tries to find the part where they were deciding to travel here, to Diamus. And again, it's like really vague because Amalia didn't tell her much, just that like she thought that the answers were here. But she turns to Ariel and Tina and she says, so Amalia was really sick for a really long time. And I was really young when she asked me to help her, and I was just sort of like living with her and learning from her and studying from her, but she was a very private woman. So she didn't tell me a lot, but basically, when she started to get really, really sick, the way it manifested was on her skin. There were these really gross green veins. It wasn't like any kind of illness that I had ever seen. And I tried, every day I would pour as many healing spells into her as I could. I would just, cure wounds after healing word. And all of my alchemical knowledge was used into making potions for her, and nothing was helping. And so that's why we came here, was because she thought that something on this planet would help her and that she would be able to get better. That's what she told me, at least. She said, I'm going to get better if we come here. So we came here. And I guess I just always thought she died in that snowstorm because we got separated, and we had a guide, and we found our way back to the lodge and eventually the observatory, but she would, like I said, she would do anything. She would do anything to find a solution for whatever problem. So I can't say that it doesn't make me nervous that she didn't want to go to very extreme lengths, like taking color out of the sky or anything. But maybe. That's the only lead that I can think of.
That sounds like that was really hard. I'm sorry.
It was pretty hard, but in the end, I got to live at the observatory and work with you guys and make new friends, and I've learned a lot from all of you and Pippa and everybody back at the observatory. So I think it worked out in the end. I mean, I just back, and she starts just like rambling. She's like, back in Juneau, I mean, I would just like run out and get ingredients for Amalia and just come back and then heal her, and then go out and find more ingredients and then come back and heal her. So it was like kind of the same thing day in, day out. And then I got to go on this pirate ship, and it was like, whoa, crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I'm here. So it's better now. It's better now is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I know the area. I've been there before.
Well, I'm glad things are better now. I am sorry though that it was rough for a moment, but I'm glad that we met you. And of
Me
course,
too.
when they when they all wake up, we can tell them about your friend. Or
Yes.
are they still considered friend now?
I think so. I mean, she taught me so much about magic and about the world, and I can respect a person who's a private person. We all want to keep things to ourselves and not share certain things, and that's okay. Setting boundaries is important, and Amalia was a private person, and she, I wanted her to get better too, and part of me always thought that she would be out there still somewhere. So maybe she got better, and she's doing it for a good reason. Maybe she needed the color to come out of the sky because that color was, evil and bad or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, as long as she's not the one who's like, messing with the weather and hurting the animals and stuff, then it's probably fine, because like everyone in nature needs things from nature to survive. And if it's a little color every now and then, it's probably not the end of the world. So
Yeah, it's probably fine. It's probably, you know what? It's probably that big monster that is doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
And not this. Yeah. It's probably just the
Craig.
monster. It's probably Craig. It's probably just Craig. I think it's Craig.
Ooh, yeah.
I open my
What's
sketchbook and I
happening?
start drawing.
That's I think Davina goes over to Ariel and goes, I don't think it's Craig. I don't think it's Craig at all.
you don't think it's Craig? I
I
think
don't
it might
know,
be.
it just
It could be
sounds-
Craig.
And I quite like the color in the sky, to be honest. But I think
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if it has to be like less colorful to keep a person alive, we could probably live with that.
yeah, I could spare it then. I guess so.
Yeah.
That's true. All right.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's everything is fine. Everything that's happening seems to be fine. We're alive.
So okay.
Right.
And also, I mean, like, you know, even if it's not, like, you're so brave and cool that, like, I'm sure it'll work itself out. So. No, I mean, like, you know, even when you were, like, so high in the air the other day when that giant picked you up, like, I probably would have thrown up and cried. But you were just, like, so fine and cool up there. So,
no,
it's,
that
like,
was
it's
really
fine.
what you were doing with the. How were you disappearing into the snow? I don't think I've seen you do that.
Oh, it's fine. She kind of, like, flips the hood of the cloak up and thinks for a minute, and the cloak, like, shifts to the rock, the color of the rock of the cave behind them.
Oh,
like
it's the cloak.
Yeah.
Wow. That was really. Okay. I was so worried. I didn't understand what was happening. I know you got scared. It was really.
It was. I've never met someone that tall before, and it was kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
So, kind of.
How do you like the adventure, though? The way you're going about everything, you just look very cute going around. It's very nice.
Oh, I kind of like flushes that bronze again and like drops your gaze. Oh, thank you. It's fine. You know, it's cold. Not that I'm cold because I have the.
You're cold.
You know,
I think they immediately just grab your hands and just start like you're cold and just start like blowing on your hands and like rubbing them. You okay?
No, I'm
come sit next to the fire then if you're cold.
Okay.
Here, you just immediately like prop them beside you. They prop down beside you and just like here, put your hands out here. Come on.
Just wordlessly kind of holds my hands out.
Yeah. They have their hands out, and then you put your hands on there, and they just like keep it on top and just continuously keep rubbing. And say, I hope it's okay that I asked to be on watch with you.
Yeah, no, it's totally. I mean, I really enjoy spending time with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, good. I just I go back. Well, my contract kind of ends in like a couple weeks, so I just want to spend a lot of time with you before that ends,
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Yeah. Yes, it's been on my mind for a minute. They asked me to renew for another 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't signed the paperwork yet.
Do you want to go somewhere else?
Do you want me to go somewhere else?
I mean, I want you to do what's gonna make you happy, So if you're gonna be happy here, then I would be happy because then we could still hang out. But like, if you want to do something, if something else will make you happy, then I don't want to stand in the way of you being happy with somewhere else. So,
no,
I mean, your happy makes me happy. So
my happy makes. Okay, you're doing the thing where you're very good with words, and then sometimes you say a lot of them, and I kind of like dwindled it down. So what I'm understanding is, if I'm happy, you are happy.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm here and I'm happy right now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good.
Great.
Are you? I think you're shaking a little bit. Are you cold?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh. Okay.
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Okay. All right. Good.
Are you okay? Are you doing okay?
Oh, I'm always okay if I'm next to you. Yes, I'm okay.
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 Yeah, great. Okay, awesome.
Here, I think they like break a breakfast bar. I think at this point I'm gonna roll actually insight. Can I roll insight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna give myself disadvantage here. Oh Jesus. Okay. What's my charisma even? Okay, I got a 6.
They got a 22.
Nice. Yeah, I think you pick up, there's like a lot of very flustered energy. And like to an extent, Ariel always has flustered energy. But like, I think you get the sense that the like holding hands and like sitting really close to me and talking about how happy you are spending time with her, like is the reason why it's so much more flustered. There's almost a little bit like I look up to you so much I don't know how to put it into words, and so I'm kind of just floundering over all of them at the same time. Yeah.
I think not trying to give like a little bit of break so they can kind of like catch their breath a bit. They put their hands like they take Ariel's hands and put it on their lap and just kind of like put one hand on it and like go in their bag and like grab like a breakfast bar and like hand it over and say, if you want, here. They just snap it in half and hand it to you and say, it's just you might want to start eating. We're gonna have a long day today. Yeah.
Thank you. Kind of like holds it up.
Yeah.
You're eating half too, right? You're also eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you take this half. I'll eat this one.
Great.
Okay. Good. I think they're just
This
smiling to
whole time, Nessie has been on the other side of the room, or the other side of the fire, just like sketching. She's sketching the Kratos and the fish in the pond, looking really terrified. And then she's sketching the party, and she sketches like her in the middle, and then on one side is Cathor and Civ just like looking at each other, and on the other side is Ariel and Davina looking at each other.
Hell
and then
yeah.
in one corner is Ares getting like covered with snow.
I love it. Y'all's watch can come to an end. And you can wake up the rest of your adventuring party.
Civ, all snuggled up with you, Thor says, I don't want to get out of bed. I just want to hang out with you.
5 more minutes. Maybe if we keep our eyes closed, they won't notice.
Good fucking god.
We can actually hear you. We can notice. Hello. Good
No.
morning.
No, I'm asleep still.
Davina just like doesn't even recognize it. Like, you're up. Good. We can get a good start.
I put a
sit
breakfast
up.
bar.
With the
I
weasel.
sit up straight. I'm like, oh, okay. Hi. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Hey.
I tossed some breakfast bars in both of you.
I catch one in my mouth.
Nice.
How'd you sleep? Hi, good morning. So something totally fine happened a couple hours ago, and none of us are worried about it at all.
Is it the weasel? Was it running in circles again?
Well, I mean, he did do that, yes, but more so, you know the like ribbons of light in the sky that come up most of the time. So something like on the ground seemed to like suck all the color out of it, and then they turned black and kind of smoky and scary and weird.
Wait, does that sound familiar to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't pick that up.
Which part of it sounding familiar to you? Like the Northern Lights part?
No, the part of the... do I recognize any of that weird stuff that's happening in the sky?
I mean, like the fact that the lights are the thing that is the Aurora Borealis that's not the Aurora Borealis. Yeah, that you all know that happens. But the color being seeped out of it and the smoky is strange.
Okay, wait. Tell me in like exact detail what happened.
I took notes when it happened, so I'm gonna read my notes back, and they're probably very scientific.
Okay, I take your notes and I copy them into my personal notebook.
Mm-hmm.
This is fascinating.
It was definitely something.
You know, this is like exactly what I study, right?
No way, you too? I mean, I like do like stars and sun stuff, but like, you know, it's because it's like solar storms, so they're kind of like overlaps.
No, I just do like UFOs and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, meteorological phenomenon.
It sounds like we're the two people for the job then. Kind of like holds out a fist for a fist bump. And then very clearly immediately regrets it.
Yeah, you get a nice firm.
Yeah, not nice.
Doesn't even notice.
I think at that point Nessie will pipe up and be like, so where the color was going is into this really weird chasm that I've been to before, and she will relay the story to Civ and Cathor about Amalia. So I've been there before.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like, please do not... Guys, listen. It's all fine. It's all fine and good. And I'm so much happier now than I was however many years ago. Like, I have so many things to look forward to. Like, did you guys know my birthday is in 6 days?
I've actually been keeping track. You've been talking about it a lot.
I'm pretty excited. 18's a pretty big year. I'm really pumped. Yes. So, you know, there's things to look forward to. Please do not feel sorry for me at all. It's
Well,
fine.
Hey.
I'll say, in all of my years growing up here, I've never been to the chasm, so very cool, very brave of you.
I will be honest, I don't think I knew any better. And to be frank, I don't think Amalia knew any better either.
Not really a place people. It's not a very safe area.
Yeah. I mean, we gathered as much, but I hadn't been anywhere else on the planet, so, you know.
That's fine.
Glad that you're here with us.
Me too. Me and my 4 moms.
Incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to pack up and...
No, I was just gonna say that, but not in character. So it's the same
No.
thing.
yeah, go ahead. Take it.
You guys could pack up camp and start heading off in the direction of the ground avalanche. By about noon, midday, you can see. Give me a second. I gotta pull up the pick crew of the twin. You can see Ares. Ares
Hell
is
yeah.
a purple tiefling. You can see them kind of off in the distance, very similar to the way that you saw Kratos earlier. These kind of 2 horns that curl up, dark purple hair covered in, a little bit of snow. And they kind of wave. And as they're waving, you watch as from below them comes this giant serpentine blue creature. It's got a bunch of little legs, and it has these kind of like spikes on its back that start at its head and go all the way down that are orange and red. It has these 2 giant wings. It has these kind of like bug-like eyes and 2 antennae, and this like large mouth that comes almost like it looks like it's got 3 beards coming off of it that are just like part of its skin, and it jumps up from the ground, mouth open, and very narrowly misses Ares and settles on the ground right next to it. And Ares looks behind them, goes, ah, and starts running in your direction. And that is where we're going to end our session.
Wow!
Yay.
Oh my
That
gosh.
scream, peak. Oh, God, just peak acting. I loved it.
Very stable.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for joining us for the first session of All Is Not Frost. Please join us next week, same time, same place, on Saturday to see what happens next. Join us tomorrow for Operation Shakedown to see our Crow Lane friends in a little bit of a lighter situation. And we'll see you guys next time. I forgot I'm the one who ends the stream now. Bye!
Bye!